electronics. And don't forget their new Fresh Promise on produce. If your produce isn't fresh, they'll replace it and refund it. There are so many ways to save at Real Canadian Superstore. See their flyer for details.
The Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and bigger than ever. The largest 50-50 in sports offers early bird draws, bonus raffles, and a main jackpot, which is growing by the second. With over $100 million invested across OilCountry, your support directly helps kids, families, and communities in need. Maybe you'll be our next winner. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make OilCountry a better place.
AGLC license number 696879.
You're listening to Rogers Game Night on the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers, 880 CHAD, and on the Oilers Radio Network.
Last year for sure taught me that, knowing that when you do get to the Aprils and the Mays, you kind of can lean on a little bit of that experience having early on adversity. And I think that you look at Winnipeg too, when you start that hot, and in the beginning of the year especially, I don't think I've ever done that, so I can't really speak from experience here, but I can imagine that you feel pretty good about yourself, and maybe that some of those details can get lost in translation after that 12th, that 13th, that 14th win, and then you got to go back to your roots again and trying to find those. So I think when you go through adversity, you've got to look at it as an opportunity to kind of build your game and to build your team. And would I rather start 15-0 than our start? Absolutely. I'd take those points in a heartbeat. But at the same time, in the long run, depending on if you make the playoffs or not, there's teams that start slow and they just keep slow, and you don't want to be that. But if you can go with a straight line and start a little bit slower and then learn as you go and build your game, I think that's probably the best pattern to go.
Let's go to Pizza 73 out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. That was Matthias Ekholm, by the way. Max Pacioretty's got 3 points. The Leafs are up 3-2 over Anaheim. That's in the second. Pittsburgh Penguins up 3-2 over the Canadiens, 3-2 in the second. New Jersey, Jack Hughes has just tied at 1 in the second with L.A. Flyers up 1-0 over Detroit. That's in the second. No score in the second. Washington and the Blue Jackets. Connor Bedard, 6-goal leader. Chicago leads the Islanders 1-0 headed to the second. Tied at 1 midway through the first. San Jose in St. Louis. No score in the first down in Dallas. Nashville's there. Winnipeg Jets up 1-0 over Vegas. That's in the first. Vegas and Edmonton Saturday matinee, 2 o'clock puck drop. Utah at Colorado. Tampa Bay visits Calgary. The Florida Panthers and the Vancouver Canucks and the Bruins are in Seattle. Edmonton plays Vegas Saturday. Florida rematch of the Stanley Cup Monday. Boston on Thursday. Let's bring aboard our Inside the Game analyst, Rob Brown. Rob, we're going to know where we're at tonight because another really good team in a place the Oilers haven't played well over the years.
It's true. Minnesota, one of the best in the National Hockey League, and they're doing it with sound defense and a superstar up front. The one problem for Minnesota, when you play against Edmonton, you need to be strong down the middle. You need to have very good defensive defensemen and fantastic goaltending. Well, they got the fantastic goaltender tonight in Gustafsson, but they're missing a big piece up front in Eric Sinek and a big piece on the back end with Jonas Brodin. If the Oilers are ever going to take advantage of a Minnesota team, now's the time to do it. Having said all of that, this team in Minnesota, 19-5 on the season. They're finding ways to win hockey games, and they have one of the most exciting players in the world and a game changer in Kaprizov. So I think the Oilers need to take advantage of a beat-up Minnesota team, but you can't overlook the fact that this team is still winning hockey games.
All right, let's go to the Ford Keys to the Game, brought to you by Ford, the official partner of the Edmonton Oilers, built Ford proud.
Well, I think big thing is just stay the same. I mean, the Oilers are doing so many good things right now. Special teams have been good. Goaltending's been good. They're getting depth scoring. They're getting their superstars scoring, and they're being very disciplined. So all those things stay the same, but the one thing you also got to do, you have to know when Kaprizov's on the ice. Last game, the Oilers had 2 big mistakes, one by Bouchard, one by Ekholm, both when Kucherov was on the ice, and gave Kucherov opportunities. You cannot make the big mistake when the best team or the best players on the other team are on the ice. When Kaprizov's on the ice, puck management will be key.
That's our Inside the Game analyst, Rob Brown. That wraps up Rogers Game Night. Cam Moon's ready to go. He'll have the play-by-play call of tonight's game. The Oilers at Minnesota from the XL Energy Center and Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
With With Play Alberta's Sportsbook app, 100% of the revenue goes right back to the province, contributing to programs and services all across Alberta. Deposit today with promo code OilersNow, all one word, to get an exclusive $50 free bet. In a world chock full of sports books, choose the one by Albertans for Albertans that actually benefits Albertans. Download the Play Alberta app today and use promo code OilersNow to get your $50 free bet. Must be 18 plus. Please play responsibly.
From the biggest stadiums to the coziest holes in the wall. From house parties to porch hangs to pride celebrations. From your favorite fuzz shop to your local Indian spot. From noodle bars to sports bars to salsa bars. There's a Molson with your name on it. Canadian Ultra XL. Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Rogers is Canada's fastest and most reliable internet. We're made for Oilers fans. You can stream Brown's scoring down in the basement. And there it is! Watch Leon light the lamp in the living room. Spectacular! Connor scoring in all corners of the house. And Nurse notching a game winner in the nursery. Very quietly, of course. Rogers, proud partner and fan of your Edmonton Oilers. Edmonton comes all the way back!
To the fans who bleed orange and blue, never miss a game, and are always on the edge of their seat. Show your passion for the Oilers and cheer on the team at Molson Canadian Oilers Game Day Live. Attend throughout the season for your chance to win 2025-26 Edmonton Oilers season seats. Be there for the next Game Day Live event on December 16th at Castlewood Pub. For the full event schedule and to RSVP, go to OilersGameDayLive.com.
To the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
This is OilCountry. Now, with the call of tonight's exclusive NHL broadcast, Bob Stauffer and Cam Moon on the Oilers Radio Network.
Edmonton Oilers on the road. They take on the top team in the NHL, the Minnesota Wild. Good evening, Cam Moon, along with Bob Stauffer, Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown, Brendan Escott, Jack Michaels. We are the Oilers Radio Network. Go to our starting lineup, and it's brought to you by Coventry Homes. Flexibility within reach. Get back in the game with customizable designs by Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers. For the Oilers up front, Connor McDavid with Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Zach Hyman. On defense, it's Matthias Ekholm and Evan Bouchard. Calvin Pickard, he starts in goal. For the Wild, Marco Rossi with Kirill Kaprizov and Matt Boldy up front. Jacob Middleton and Brock Faber are on defense. Philip Gustafson starts in goal. Referees Jake Frank and Chris Lee, Brian Pancic and Travis Gowerlitz. They're on the lines. Who dropped the puck. We're underway here at the XL Energy Center in St. Paul, Minnesota. Puck dumped in. Gustafson out of his net to play it. Left side to Middleton. Off the boards, up the right wing, top of the circle. Boldy will get it out. His pass is in behind Kaprizov. It's chopped by Bouchard off the glove of Rossi and cleared out by McDavid. He'll come down the right wing. Cross-ice pass goes to Nugent-Hopkins. Now to Ekholm, across to Bouchard. He'll shoot it. That one hit bodies in front. Puck into the slot area, and Faber got it over to the boards, and Kaprizov can get it out. It's gloved down by Ekholm. He'll go in behind the Edmonton net. Alvin Pickard in net, 19 saves in a 6-3 win versus Columbus December 5th. That was his last action as Ekholm will get the puck up the right wing to Leon Draisaitl. First in goals in the NHL with 20. He'll get to center ice and he'll dump it in. Rims to the right. Podkolzin behind the net to Draisaitl. Over to the boards. Johansson there for the Wild. Can't get it out. Kapanen kept it in. To Draisaitl on the left wing, to the blue line. Nurse in the middle, waiting. Pass on the left to Kapanen. Now over to Draisaitl. Back to Kasperi Kapanen across the line. He tried to throw it across, and it hit Hartman. It comes out, brought right back in. Kapanen down the right wing. Now to Podkolzin, to Draisaitl, to Podkolzin. The shot and a pad save by Gustafsson. Puck in behind the net. Draisaitl back to the left point. Nurse not quite there yet, and it comes out. Center ice, Nurse will fire it in. Gustafsson will set it down.
But Colson can't be overpassing Cam. Sometimes he's got to be a little bit more authoritative and take the shot.
Merrill will wait behind his net. We're scoreless. We're here on the first, up the right wing. And all the way down off of Lauko, and the puck into the Oilers zone. And from the right wing point was Bogosian. And the puck comes loose to Jeff Skinner of the Oilers along the left wing boards. We'll give it to Stetcher. Up the right wing to Emberson. Up the right side off the stick of Janmark. Goes deep into Minnesota territory. Just over 2 minutes gone here. Scoreless first. Skinner along the left wing side. It's about top of the circle. Now into the corner for Henrique. To Skinner. To the right. Banks it back to the blue line. Emberson, his shot. And he whistled it wide. Kept in by Stetcher on the left wing point. Bogosian will pick it up for the Wild. Go high in the air and out with it. A bouncing puck over the stick of Ekholm. Goes deep into Oiler territory. And Ekholm will turn it up the left wing, shaking off Lauko. Ekholm across to his partner Bouchard. Back to Matthias Ekholm. He'll drift it in on net. Gustafsson blockers it to the corner. Puck along the left wing boards. Brown back to the point. Ekholm, his shot doesn't get through. It's rolling into the left side. Brown back to the blue line to Ekholm. He'll walk in. His shot saved by Gustafsson. And the puck goes over to the left wing side. It's about top of the circle. And brought out through center ice by Devon Shore. Now on the left to Jones. Long shot, stick save made by Pickard. The left wing corner, Bouchard around the boards to Perry, up through the middle to Bouchard. He'll bring it out. Bouchard and loops back through the neutral zone as Edmonton makes changes down the right wing to McDavid. Gets in over the Wild line to the point to Kulak. His shot and a save by Gustafsson. A stick save. Puck gets into the corner. Faber will go in behind his net. Now up the middle of Rossi. Up the right side to Boldy. He's into the Oilers zone. Drops it to Rossi. Forced to the left wing by McDavid. Puck gets to the middle, and it's Hyman to McDavid, and he'll come busting out. In over the line to Nugent-Hopkins, to McDavid left corner. Goes in behind the Wild net, to the right, to the top of the circle, to the blue line. For Nurse, his shot, and that hits a skate, doesn't get through. McDavid recovers it on the left wing, top of the circle, skates towards the goal. Shoved off of it by Bogosian, knocked him to the ice. The crowd reacts, and Kaprizov comes up the left wing. He's able to get it out. A bouncing puck in the neutral zone. Scoreless in the first, just over 4 minutes gone here in the opening period.
That one looked like it stung Connor a little.
Solid hit by Bogosian. Ekholm in his own zone to Bouchard. Now up the left wing, playing it off his skate as Podkolzin comes into the Wild end, left wing corner to Draisaitl. Around to the right wing point to Bouchard, to Kapanen on the right wing to Podkolzin, up to the blue line, into the middle to Ekholm's going to skate in a bit. He's going to go to the net, and he's short side upstairs, put it over the net. The puck back to the point, goes past Bouchard and out.
Oilers have had a great start. They've had 3 good opportunities here.
Puck rimmed up the right wing to Draisaitl. Fly it across to Podkolzin. Will come into the Wild zone. Right wing to Draisaitl. To the point, sneaking in. His Stetcher shot off a stick, and it goes over the glass and out of play. 5 minutes, 1 second gone here to scoreless first. And Edmonton out shooting Minnesota 4-1.
And having lots of zone time here. And Connor McDavid got angled into the boards, and Bogosian got all of them. Shoved him to the ice there.
Face off to the left of Gustafsson. First in goals against average in the NHL. Second in save percentage. He's at a .927. Get 21 saves, a 5-4 shootout win at Utah on Tuesday. That was the Wild's last game. They've won 6-7, as have the Oilers. Puck goes behind the net. Spurgeon up the right wing. Got it to Trennan. Go across. Chisholm will get to center ice. Backhanded into the Oilers zone. Henrique will flip it up into the air and out. A bouncing puck. Glauco to Trennan. To the Oiler end, but Henrique in front of him and getting it out. Jeff Skinner plays it off of Matthias Janmark. Janmark catches up to it on the right side to Stetcher. The shot and a glove save by Gustafsson. He holds on to it. There'll be a face-off in the Minnesota zone.
Yeah, I thought the Oilers have had a couple opportunities here to put pucks quickly on the net and didn't. And this guy's playing so well. I think you got to put as many as you can on the net, force him to work a little bit, see if you can create some collateral damage around the goal. Some rebound opportunities, create some chaos.
Face off to the left of Gustafsson. 5.5 into a scoreless first. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're here at the XL Energy Center. Brown in the right wing corner. The right wing boards in Minnesota end. Kuznetsov will now bring it up the left side. Dump the puck into the Oilers zone. Shore goes after it. He was tied up by Kulak. Loose puck to Ryan. Right wing to Connor Brown, who get it out. Finds Kulak up the left side. Taken off of it by Faber. It's into the corner. Jones has it now for Minnesota. The left wing to Bogosian. Gets over center ice. He'll shoot it in. Pickard will stop it in behind the net. To Brett Kulak as Kulak waits just at the edge of the Oiler crease. Now takes it behind the goal. Kulak waiting. Long pass up the middle off of Zach Hyman's stick. Now Hyman gets it back from Nugent Hopkins. Goes in behind the goal. Got tripped up. Penalty coming up to the Wild when they touch it. McDavid to the middle. Just off the stick of Ekholm. Now he gets it. Goaltender onto the bench for the extra attacker. Delayed penalty. McDavid in the high slot. Over to Draisaitl on the right wing. To McDavid at the blue line. Makes a couple of moves. Forced over to the left. Now on the right to Draisaitl. To the point to McDavid, cuts through the middle, and he put it off of Kaprizov, but the Oilers keep control. It's Draisaitl right wing. Over to McDavid, in front of the net, goes off of Gustafsson, and now the Wild touch it, and the Oilers are about to go on the power play.
I'm going to take a look at that play there. I thought Nugent Hopkins had a tap-in down low. Couldn't pick the pass up cleanly. Boldy's going to go to the box. He had a fight in the last game between these two teams after Drake Kajula. We're in a commercial break here.
We are. We will take a break. Oilers in the power play when we come back. 6:54 gone in a scoreless first. Oilers and the Wild from the XL Energy Center in St. Paul, Minnesota. It's Four Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Businesses deserve the best protection against cyber threats. Alltech offers state-of-the-art IT and cybersecurity solutions to safeguard digital assets. The team of experts at Alltech are dedicated to providing the highest level of security, ensuring that data remains safe and operations are seamless. With Alltech, businesses can focus on growth while the rest is handled. From advanced threat detection to comprehensive data security, Alltech has it covered. Choose Alltech for reliable and effective cybersecurity. Visit alt-tech.ca now to learn more.
Hockey is back, and so is Play Alberta, Alberta's #1 sportsbook and the official partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Cheer for the Oilers while scoring bigger offers, boosted odds, live betting, player props, and more. New to Alberta? New players now receive $200 in free bets just for signing up. Already a player? Get a $10 free bet for every $100 you bet. Download the new sportsbook app and make your picks today. Bonus terms and conditions apply.
Chemco is more than just a trusted local name. Chemco has been building industry across Canada for more than 60 years. From engineering through to commissioning, construction, maintenance, and beyond, Chemco's multidiscipline approach stands firmly on the belief that Chemco cares. It's not just what they do, it's how they do it. Visit Chemco.com and discover how they can support your project today. Chemco, proud fans of the Edmonton Oilers, serving and supporting communities across Canada for over 60 years.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app. This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Scoreless here in the first. Oilers take on the Wild. Matt Boldy goes off for tripping. Oilers on the power play. Brought to you by Atco Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. Here's McDavid down the right wing. In front of the net. Scores! Leon Draisaitl tapped it in at the side of the goal. 5 seconds into the power play. play, and Edmonton's up 1-0.
Just going to hold on here because Hyman was at the side of the net. Not sure he was quite in the blue crease or not. They're looking down at it at the Minnesota bench.
You can be in the blue crease. You can't touch the goal.
And he didn't touch the goalie?
No, that's a goal. All day.
NHL leading 21st goal of the year. And this power play is starting to heat up for Edmonton. The penalty killing's been an area of weakness for Minnesota. They're 29th in the league at 71.6, and the Oilers get them early.
So Leon Draisaitl is 21st. Great setup by Connor McDavid. 6:59 time of the goal. McDavid and Draisaitl each with points in 4 straight games.
Bouchard will get the second assist there. Or did he ever? No, he never touched the puck.
Boldy will bring it in on the left side. His shot, pad save made by Pickard. Boots it out with the right pad. Edmonton 1-for-1 with a man advantage. Shot from the right wing. Glove save by Pickard from a sharp angle after Faber put it on net. We'll get a face-off in the Oilers zone.
It is Bouchard, the second assist.
Don't doubt yourself. Hey, you knew.
Oh, it's been a long day, as you know.
All right. Oilers up 1-0 here in the first. Ekholm off the left wing boards and out to Nugent Hopkins. Shot it in on the backhand. It goes off of Spurgeon. Kaprizov with it at his own blue line for the Wild. Down the left wing. I'll shoot it in. It goes cross corner. Ekholm had it hit Boldy. Comes back to Matthias Ekholm. Got it to the top of the circle. Doesn't get out. Kaprizov his shot. And a good save made by Pickard. Hit him in the right shoulder. Back to the point. Spurgeon, his shot. That steered aside by Pickard. The puck along the left wing boards in the Oilers zone. David wheel up the right wing. And now get out through neutral zone. In over the Wild line to Hyman. To the right wing corner. In front of the net off of Gustafson. Back to the point where Nurse will keep it in. 1-0 Oilers lead. 8 minutes gone here in the first period. Puck rim to the left. Draisaitl let it go by, and it did squeak out on that left point and brought right back in by Draisaitl. Comes down the right wing into the corner, in behind the Wild net. Hartman trying to take him off of the puck. Johansson got it to Bogosian. Now on the left for Chisholm, can't get it out. Kept in, pass in front of the net, and just over the stick of Draisaitl is Kapanen. Rolled it in front of the goal. Kapanen now has it on the right wing. Brings it up the right wing boards to the blue line to Kulak. Into the corner. It was Podkolzin to Draisaitl in behind the goal. Checked by Bogosian. Bogosian got spun around through the middle of Chisholm, now on the right wing to Hartman, and he'll skate into the Oiler end. Put it towards the goal. It's wide. Off the corner boards to the left where Johansson in behind the net to Foligno. To the right wing point, Faber. His shot. That goes wide of the net and up the left wing. Getting it out is Jeff Skinner. His pass hit Hartman, goes into the Oiler bench. We've played 9 minutes, 4 seconds of the first. 1-0 Oilers lead on a power play goal by Leon Draisaitl.
They are down another defenseman here. Jake Middleton blocked a shot from Evan Bouchard. He has not returned. And we have not seen him paired with Brock Faber in that top pairing, so they're having to move players like John Merrill up. Of course, they're already playing without Jonas Brodin.
To monitor, see if Jake makes his way back.
You know, Middleton has made himself a top, frankly, a top 3 defenseman in this league. We had a fight.
There we go. Lauko's got the gloves off with Ty Emberson right at center ice. They're going to hook up. They're going to throw some rights. Lauko now fires a left in there. Emberson with a right, trying to hold them out. Underneath, Emberson with a hammer shot. The two of them going back and forth. Another right over the top. Lauko was some too. Now they'll tie up. The linesman will get in there. Oh, that was a good tilt.
That was 2 guys that we didn't know could fight. Look at that. They gave each other the nod after the fight. Like they've been a couple guys that fought 25 times a year back in the day. That was a little old school.
Ty Emerson, this is his first game at the XL Energy Center in the NHL. Played here as a youngster and would have a lot of friends and family from nearby Eau Claire, Wisconsin.
Yes.
About an hour and a half away, I hear.
That was an excellent scrap, to say the least.
That was outstanding. Toe-to-toe at center ice.
And And you know what? Good on the people operating the scoreboard here, too. They showed the full fight. I remember going down to Red Deer one time and watching Matt Cassian get jumped early by a kid on Red Deer. They only showed the first third of the fight.
Oh, I remember Cassian finishing it. He sure did.
I'm having fun with you, Mooner.
I cleared out and down the ice. Won't be icing. Gustafson got it to the corner. And now poked in front of the goal. The shot by Yanmark. Gustafson got a piece. Nurse has it on the left wing. Into the corner for Henrique. Around the right wing board. Stetcher has to come in from the blue line. 1-0 Oilers lead. 10:25 to go here in the first period.
Was that Joel Hennetuck, by the way?
Poor Joel Hennetuck from Spruce Grove.
Good kid.
Yeah, good kid, but
bit off more than he could chew.
Oh, much more. Matt Cassian, that was an incredible fight. He was a tough customer. Still is.
Yes.
Jessup will dump the puck in. Inside the Oilers zone. It's going to take a hit. Puck will go to Spurgeon. He's going to keep it in to Kaprizov to Spurgeon. His shot, that hit Perry up high, and it goes out of play. It hit him in the arm.
Yikes. These guys get hit with pucks all over the ice. Foligno having a conversation with Darnell Nurse here. They're trying to get Minnesota going, man. Like, the Oilers are... Now they're seeing the shots are 6-6. That was the quickest addition of 5 shots they've ever seen. But Minnesota's had one flurry where they had 3 opportunities off that attempt.
Face off to the left of Pickard.
Lauko's going underneath for some repairs. It's leaking a little bit. Scrap with Emberson. That's Emberson's second fight this year.
Off the draw, quick shot over the Oiler net by Johansson. Hit the glass, goes out of play. We're going to take a break. 9:56 to go in the first. 1-0 Oilers lead the Minnesota Wild from the XL Energy Center. This is Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
MIC is a leader in medical imaging and the official medical imaging provider to the Edmonton Oilers. Make MIC your choice. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, the game doesn't stop for injury. MIC's sports medicine imaging specialists can help you get back in the game with a timely and expert diagnosis. Go where the pros go. For a location near you, visit mic.ca.
Hockey season is back. And so are the deals at Boston Pizza. Cheer on your team while ordering off their game day menu or come in and see what great promotions they have going on. At Boston Pizza, they always have something craveable for you to enjoy. Boston Pizza, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Cheers to a great hockey season.
Did you know the RCMP polices over 99% of Alberta's landscape? From the oil sands to the Rockies to the prairies, the RCMP has a province covered. Providing policing services to more than 1,700 communities and with over 150 career specializations, the Alberta RCMP has something to fit everyone's goals and lifestyles. Visit rcmpcareers.ca and take the next step towards your career with the Alberta RCMP. A message from the Government of Canada.
All games, all seasons. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
1-0 Oilers lead the Wild here in the first period. 9:56 to go in this first period. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. Tonight's holiday homestand 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's in support of the Christmas Bureau of Edmonton, Make-A-Wish Canada, and CASA Mental Health. Help support kids and families in need this holiday season by getting your 50-50 tickets at edmontonoilers.com/50-50.
And we reviewed the video, and even though it hasn't been officially changed in-house, it's going to end up being Zach Hyman's goal.
You got a stick on it.
It's got a stick on Dreisaitl's shot, and I think Zach's going to end up getting credit. So it'll be Hyman from Draisaitl and McDavid.
It'll be Hyman 7th once we get that word. Face off in the Edmonton zone to the left of Calvin Pickard. Draisaitl out there right now to take the draw against Johansson. Draisaitl wins it to Ekholm. Up in the air now, bouncing puck. Spurgeon on the left wing for Foligno will turn and shoot it in. Ekholm sweeps it around on the left wing. Puck cleared out now by Bouchard. He gets out to center ice. Ryan got dumped by Hartman. Brought in by Foligno on the right wing. He's got Corey Perry right on him. Gives it to Hartman, right corner. Towards the net, but right off of Pickard. and Pickard will hold on to it. There'll be a face-off in Edmonton territory.
Hartman had a huge year a few years ago. He was drafted by Chicago when Stan Bowman was the general manager there. The line was Eriksson, Hartman, and Foligno, and they were a major challenge to handle physically.
Rossi out of the face-off circle. Matt Boldy will come in. McDavid wins it, though. Cleared out by Kulak. Faber on the right side at center ice. Rossi now to Boldy. Shoot it in, but Kulak's able to corral it and tightly turn it up the right wing. He'll get it out. Give it to Hyman. Comes into the wild zone. Goes to the right wing corner. Hyman in behind the net. Back to the left wing point. Draisaitl tried to shoot it. It went off of Hyman. Goes to the right corner. Kaprizov off the glass and out of play. And a face-off in the wild zone. 9:02 to go in the first. 1-0 Oilers lead. Changed the goal yet, but we expect they will.
We expect they will. Be nice to see Nugent Hopkins get going a little bit. I mean, he's playing with McDavid. It's a little quiet in the game against Tampa.
So the right wing boards, back to the point. Bouchard shot, goes wide of the net. Boldy up the right wing, won't get it out. Nugent Hopkins will keep it in. Plays it to the corner. Faber got it behind the goal. It goes in behind the net. Spurgeon got run over by Hyman. It's fired across to Boldy on the right wing. Just got it outside the zone, and it's McDavid right back in for Nugent Hopkins. His shot blockered away by Gustafsson. Pass to the middle, but Kaprizov's there for the Wild. He'll come out 2-on-2. He's got Boldy with him. Into the Oiler end on the left wing. Stops at the blue line, and it went out, went back in. That's offside against Minnesota.
Honor threw a blind behind the back pass in the O-zone and raced back like he had the last bucket of water and the house was on fire. Helped support the play defensively. A good stand up there by Bouchard right at the blue line, forcing the offside.
Draisaitl, Kapanen, Podkolzin line will come out there now for the Oilers. Hartman taking the draw for Minnesota. To Merrill, over to Bogosian. Will softly play it into the Oilers zone. Kulak in behind the net to the left. Podkolzin got shoved off of it by Hartman. It's into the corner. Johansson in behind the net. Goes over to the left side for Minnesota. Back to the point for Merrill. Off the corner boards. It goes behind the net. Pass in front. The shot. Great save made by Pickard on the side of the net off of Foligno, and the wraparound by Hartman. And Pickard's got that, and he'll cover it up.
So Minnesota's trying to ground and pound a bit with this line here. Forcing pucks down low and trying to create some turnovers. And that's exactly how I would play against Edmonton. They're trying to tilt the ice. They woke up after the Oilers got that, frankly, easy power play goal.
Oilers scored 5 seconds into the power play. Face off to the left of Pickard. It's into the skates of Draisaitl. Lost his helmet. It's got to go off the ice. Pass to the middle. Hartman shot goes wide. Bogosian's in from the left wing point. Goes in behind the Edmonton net to the right for Johansson. To the right wing blue line. Merrill on the right. Johansson skates across the top. Drops it to Bogosian. He'll shoot it. Looking for a redirection, but it goes right through the slot. Puck on the left wing. Hartman for the Wild. And Johansson to the left wing corner to Foligno. Coming in there was Kulak. Was able to poke it free, but Hartman skates right back onto it. To the blue line. Bogosian shot tipped on net. Good save by Pickard. And no rebound to be had. With 7:24 to go in the first. And Edmonton up 1-0.
Yeah, I didn't like that sequence there. Draisaitl got his lid ripped off. It obviously wasn't intentional because there wasn't a penalty called on it.
You either got to put your helmet right back on or get off the ice. And the helmet wasn't near him, so he had no choice.
No, it was ripped off. That should have been a penalty on Hartman. I mean, he reached right across. That's an automatic penalty. I cannot believe that was not called.
Face off to the left of Pickard. Kaprizov back to the point to Faber. To Kaprizov. Skates across the top on the slot. His shot. That hit a body in front. Goes wide. Puck along the left wing boards. Top of the circle. And Gaudreau could not get it low, and it's brought out by Janmark. Now to Ekholm to Jeff Skinner. He's right at the Wild blue line. Has to shoot it in. Goes over to the right wing. Janmark's able to poke it to the middle, but Gaudreau will get the puck out. Left side to Trennan. Now on the left side to Gaudreau. It shot it in. It's Ekholm in behind the Edmonton net.
So with Lauko in the box here, Kaprizov's getting an extra shift at forward. Not necessarily ideal if you're an Oiler.
Ekholm out from behind his goal up the left wing to Perry. Off his stick, and Gustafson's going to come out and do something with it. The puck is turned over, jammed towards the net, and it goes off a skate and just wide of the goal. Great opportunity there for Brown. Back to the point. Bouchard shot, kicked out by Gustafson. Puck cleared by Jones. Oilers come close. Puck brought in. Jones is backhand towards the net, and that's swatted away by the stick of Pickard. And up the right wing, it's Ryan to center ice. On the right for Connor Brown. He'll push it into the zone. Ryan in on the forecheck. Puck goes to Connor Brown, rims to the left wing point. Kulak across the Nurse. His one-time shot and a glove save made by Gustafson. He's going to hold on. 5:54 to go here in the first. We're going to take a break. 1-0. Oilers lead the Wild from the XL Energy Center. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
No mortgage payments for a whole year? It could happen with End of the Roll Flooring Center's Win Your Mortgage Payments contest. What would you do if you were mortgage-free for a whole year?
I'd probably go on vacation.
Probably take a trip and then do some renos.
Then I'd be able to definitely afford more hockey camps for my kid.
If you want to win your mortgage payments for a whole year, just drop into any End of the Roll Flooring Center to enter today. Visit endoftheroll.com for all the details.
12870 St. Albert Trail and now open at 580 Parsons Road Southwest.
Do you have tickets to an upcoming event at Rogers Place that you can't attend? Donate your tickets to the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation Seats for Kids program, presented by Eagle Builders. Seats for Kids provides unused game tickets for charities, allowing children and families to enjoy hockey at Rogers Place. And for many, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. To be a part of the Seats for Kids program presented by Eagle Builders, please email edmonton@kidsupfront.com. That's edmonton@kidsupfront.com.
Bloom Benefits offers amazing coverage that even the toughest hockey players can get behind. With excellent coverage, they offer things like massage.
You want to go?
Counseling services.
Let's go!
Dental coverage.
That was not offside.
And eye exams. With custom health coverage for any group of any size, Bloom Benefits make every team better, stronger, and healthier. Plans start from just $54 a month. Rethink your benefits today at bloombenefits.ca.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the XL Energy Center, 1-0 Oilers lead the Wild. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year.
There's been lots of chances for Edmonton around the net. Gustafson's been good. The shots, you know who else has had a good start to this game is Pickard.
Yes.
Been sharp. There's been more chaos and traffic in around that Minnesota goal.
Face off to the left of Gustafson.
But Pickard's been there. I mean,
yes, he's very sharp.
Yep.
Faber in behind his net, off the right wing boards and out. Poked towards the blue line by Ekholm, coming across is Faber. Faber will fire it across, find Spurgeon, play the puck in off the glass. Ekholm, left wing to Nugent-Hopkins. Now through the middle of Bouchard. And it poked off his stick. Kaprizov to Boldy into the Oiler end on the right wing. Throw it towards the net, goes off a leg. McDavid over to Bouchard on the right wing. Rossi on him, up the right wing boards to Hyman. Get it to the line and just out where he finds Connor McDavid. Boldy all over him. Now to Nugent-Hopkins, left wing. Ekholm will bring the puck into the Wild zone. It goes off a skate to the middle. Bouchard, he'll walk in. Oh, they tried to get past the right wing, but it was broken up. And now McDavid to Nugent-Hopkins, and it was poked away by the stick of Gustafson. Kept in by Hyman. Shovels it to the right wing corner. 4:49 to go in the first. 1-0 Oilers lead. Puck turned over at the blue line. Podkolzin on the left wing. It got it from Boldy. Back to Kulak. His long shot. And a save made by Gustafson. He'll hold on with 4:40 to go here in the first. The Oilers up 1-0.
don't see Emerson. Emerson's back now. The Oilers bench after his fight. They both ended up having to get a little, both Lauko and Emerson needing some extra time.
That's a good tilt.
Yeah. And two guys that, you know, probably have had under 10 fights all the time in their career. Very game battle.
Yes. Center ice, just, they let it fly. But Colson wins the draw to Draisaitl. He's in the middle on the blue line. He'll shoot it towards the net. Glances off the arm of Gustafsson. Puck in the left wing corner. Kapanen shakes free of Merrill. Cycles the puck to Draisaitl. Brings it across the top. Now down the right wing to the right corner. Draisaitl behind the goal. In front. Scores! Kapanen goes high to the glove side on Gustafsson. And the Oilers are up 2-0.
Well, that's, I mean, Kasperi Kapanen's got 2 goals as an Oiler and scored from a grand total of 8 feet. But you'll take it, and Leon, just the size, the strength. There you go. And Draisaitl fends off Marcus Johansson in the high slot. Goes all around back behind the goal, and Merrill has to support the play defensively. He's playing more because Middleton is out. Kapanen with a tap in for his second.
Oilers go up 2-0 here on the Minnesota Wild. The puck shot into the Oilers zone. Pickard around the boards to the point where Spurgeon will keep it in. It'll go to Hartman on the left side, up to the top of the circle, kept in by Chisholm. We get the puck to the left wing corner to Foligno. His pass to Hartman just off the stick of Draisaitl. And now Draisaitl will go over to Nurse. He's forced back by Foligno.
Yeah, I would get the puck up the ice on this line because they're good at forechecking.
The right wing, it got turned over though. Good roll, then lost it to Kulak. Kapanen gets his third of the year from Draisaitl. That was at 15:40 to make it 2-0 Edmonton.
Trennan with a healthy run there on Nurse.
Yes.
We know Trennan can fight.
Yep.
Oh, that should have been a penalty.
Brennan brings the puck in on the left wing to Lauko. Lauko to the left corner. Goes in behind the Edmonton net. Drops it to Trennan. His pass to the middle. Good roll. Can't get a shot away. Puck behind the net. The wraparound. Pass to Lauko off a stick and just wide. Oh, penalty coming up to Edmonton. Going to be an interference call.
What did we say about getting the puck up the ice?
Brendan got knocked down.
This is a simple equation here. Now they got a chance to. Oilers got a good start in this game.
Edmonton, number 53, 2 minutes for interference.
Rod Colson also getting an assist on that second Oiler goal. All right. Jeff Skinner off for interference. Oilers on the penalty kill. Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. And the PK, it's been good. 26-28 in the last 13 games. Face-off will be to the right of Pickard. Left wing point, Spurgeon. Left side to Kaprizov. The left wing corner, back to the blue line to Spurgeon. Into the corner, Kaprizov. Kaprizov saucers it in front of the net, hits Rossi, goes back to Foligno. Now over on the right wing to Boldy. Boldy has it on the hash marks down to the corner on the right. Swing it back to the point. Spurgeon, left side, skips off the stick of Rossi, gets into the corner. Rossi then tied up along the boards by Matthias Ekholm. They jam it free, and it's Spurgeon with it on the left wing point. Over to Boldy on the right. He'll turn, he'll shoot it. Oh, what a save by Pickard. That was redirected, and he got it with a left pad. What an athletic play by Calvin Pickard. Puck on the left point. Rossi. Cross ice. Now Spurgeon has it in the middle. Over to Boldy. Fakes the one-timer. Boldy. Over to Rossi. Left wing in the Oilers zone. Into the slot. Kaprizov across. Boldy. One-timer blocked by Ekholm. 52 seconds left to go in the power play for the Wild. Pass back to the point. Hit Henry. Kept in by Spurgeon. Left side to Rossi. He's at the hash marks. Goes into the left wing corner. He'll get it out. Kaprizov fans on his shot, and it's cleared out by Ekholm.
The Oilers survived that. Who do you need to have as your best penalty killer?
Your goalie.
Pickard made a good save on a bit of an off-speed pitch.
2-0 Oilers lead. Minute 35 to go here in the first period. Johansson skating out from Minnesota. Makes his way in over the Edmonton line. Dishes on the right. Hartman in front of the net, and that one goes off of Nurse in behind the goal. On the left wing, Hartman over to Gaudreau on the right. Side of the net to Johansson. Let's go to the right wing corner. Back to the blue line. Faber, shot, scores. Faber let it go from the point. Lots of traffic. It gets through. And Minnesota Wild get on the board. Oiler lead now cut to 2-1.
Against a team this good, when you have the chance to make an easy zone exit, you got to take it. You can't overthink it. And the Oilers ended up duress and had to take a penalty because they didn't get the puck up the ice when they were trying to complete a line change, and it ends up in their goal.
Faber shot it. I think Gaudreau tipped that.
Well, Gaudreau has been an Oilers killer over the years. He's got 6 goals this year, 3 against Edmonton.
I think he got a piece. We'll wait for the call on that, but I think he did. So both teams 1-for-1 with a man advantage. Right now, it's Brock Faber's goal. I thought the trajectory of that shot changed after Gaudreau had his stick in front of Calvin Pickard. Puck rimmed in the Oilers zone. Boldy got it to the corner. Ekholm will get it up the left wing. We're in the last minute here in the first. Draisaitl got it out. Boldy right back in with it. His pass to Kaprizov off his stick to the corner. Draisaitl to Ekholm. It's not going to get out. Kept in by Faber. Shot towards the net, and it doesn't quite get through. Draisaitl coming up the right wing, gets knocked down. Penalty coming up. And Matt Boldy's going to go off for holding, and Edmonton will go on the power play with 43 seconds to go here in the first period.
Minnesota, number 12, 2 minutes for holding.
I mean, basically tackled him, didn't he?
And Draisaitl into the corner, and yeah, he definitely got the arm in there. Power play brought to you by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. 2-1 Oilers lead. We're late in the first. Oilers 1-for-1 with a man advantage. Took them all of 5 seconds. We got the first goal in this game, still being credited to Leon Draisaitl. Face off to the right of Gustafsson. Nugent-Hopkins to the point to Bouchard. Left wing to Nugent-Hopkins. Over to Draisaitl on the right. Back to Bouchard. One-timer blasts it wide. Nugent-Hopkins gives it to Bouchard. 30 seconds to go in the period. Left wing to Nugent-Hopkins. Goes to the left wing corner. Now up the boards at the hash mark. Sills shoots. Save Gustafsson. The rebound, and now Gustafsson covers it up. It was loose for a moment. Hyman couldn't get his stick on it. We got 22 seconds to go in the first period. Face off to Gustafsson's right. Draisaitl wins it back to Bouchard. Left wing Nugent-Hopkins. Side of the net to Hyman to Nugent-Hopkins. Cross to McDavid. It hits the stick. It comes out. David will wind it up with 10 seconds to go in the period. Brings the puck in. Goes across the middle. Now to Draisaitl on the right wing. To McDavid. Pass across and off the stick of Nugent-Hopkins. It goes to the blue line. Draisaitl's shot doesn't get through. And the first period will end. The Edmonton Oilers will have power play time to the tune of 1:17 to start off the second period. Would have a 2-1 lead after 20 minutes of play here at the XL Energy Center.
They're still saying in-house it was Draisaitl for McDavid and Bouchard on that power play goal. We think it will eventually go to
Zach Hyman.
Yeah. It would be his 7th of the year. And then obviously Draisaitl set up Kasperi Kapanen for a tap-in. Right now, Brock Faber from Johansson and Gaudreau, but we actually think that one's going to end up going to Frederick Gaudreau.
We will see. We will see. Those will probably get reviewed at the end, during this intermission. Oilers will still be on the power play. Oh, we can head downstairs? Nope, not quite yet. We're not quite yet.
We've got somebody dealing with 3 requests right now.
Oh, I see. It's busy. It's busy down there. Well, that's to be expected. It's the Oilers and the Minnesota Wild. Wild, one of the top teams in the NHL. The Edmonton Oilers won 6 of 7. I still have the Wild. Oh, we have got Ty Emerson downstairs. It's Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer upstairs. Hey, Ty, how was that first period for you?
That was good. It felt like I took a couple punches to the face.
Yeah, but I think you landed a couple punches to the face. How much of a thrill is it for you to play here?
It's exciting. Obviously, it's a dream come true. You know, like I grew up coming to games in this building, so it's pretty crazy to be able to be in this building and actually being a player on the ice.
Just to set the record straight, no prior history between you and Lauco. I mean, you were somewhat, I thought, surprising. I didn't have you two dancing. You know what I'm saying?
No history between us. He pretty much asked if I wanted to go, and I said sure.
What did you think of the Oilers' first period there, Ty?
I thought it was good. Obviously, I missed a little bit of it, but when I was out there, it was good. We were getting pucks in deep, and we were working them down low, which is one of our strengths.
All right, Ty, thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Ty.
Thanks, guys.
All right, Ty Emerson downstairs. Oilers have a 2-1 lead through 20. Pretty exciting first period.
He asked me to go, and I said, let's do it.
Yeah. That's awesome.
He did take a couple punches. He also landed a couple punches. And away you go. It was good stuff.
It was.
Got to capitalize on the power play in the second to start the period.
Oilers will start on the power play. They're up 2-1 here through 20. Draisaitl and Kapanen, as it reads right now, favor for Minnesota. And that's what we're dealing with through 20 minutes. The Edmonton Oilers with a 2-1 lead on the Minnesota Wild. Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown, they're set up. They got the intermission for you when we come back from the XL Energy Center. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
From the biggest stadiums to the coziest holes in the wall. From house parties to porch hangs to pride celebrations. From your favorite fuzz shop to your local Indian spot. From noodle bars to sports bars to salsa bars. There's a Molson with your name on it. Canadian Ultra XL. Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Stay connected with your community and enjoy the latest updates and exclusive access to concerts and events by becoming an 880 CHED Insider. Don't miss out on a single moment. Sign up now at 880ched.com and click on CHED Insider Newsletter to become a vital part of Edmonton's premier news and talk community. 880 CHED, Edmonton's news, today's talk, where Edmonton stays informed and entertained today and every day. At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Here's McDavid down the right wing, in front of the net, scores! Leon Draisaitl tapped it in at the side of the goal. 5 seconds into the power play, and Edmonton's up 1-0.
That's our Highlight Zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and right next door to the Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the Winter Zone. Welcome to the first intermission. Bryn Griffiths along with Rob Brown. We're in Studio B. Oilers lead the Wild after 20 minutes of play, 2-1. That goal's going to get reviewed. You called it right off the top. They haven't officially changed it, but the boys called it Draisaitl, but you turned to me immediately and said, I think Hyman got a piece of that, and he clearly did.
Well, I was wondering how the puck got in, because it wasn't that Leon had to miss the goaltender. He had to miss Zach Hyman, because Hyman was right there. And I just saw when the puck went in the net, it changed direction. So you could tell that it hit something, and Hyman got the goal. Nice setup. Again, the Oilers have multiple face-off plays.
Yeah.
Both 5-on-5 and on the power play. And it seems like every time they have a power play, they win the opening face-off of their power play. And on that one right there, they had it set up, and Connor picked it up. Leon went back door, and Zach Hyman tried to make himself as small as possible, not to block the shot, but it goes off his stick and in. The Oilers played well. Now, there were a lot of chances both ways. The Oilers had a lot of chances. So did Minnesota. I thought that was a very entertaining first period. It's funny. We had Tampa, Edmonton here the other night. We were expecting fireworks. Quiet game. We had a first period with the Minnesota team, who's the best defensive team in the National Hockey League, and we have fireworks. It just shows you that anything can happen on any given night. And tonight, both teams came with speed, and both goaltenders are going to have to be ready tonight because there are a lot of great offensive plays, and there have been some big miscues as well.
You're absolutely right. That's the kind of first period I thought we'd see the other night, and we see it tonight. That was a fun period to watch. So if Draisaitl gets the goal, it'll be his 21st of the season, and if it goes the other way to Zach Hyman, it'll be his 7th. I'm expecting that's going to get changed, and I think we're going to hear a change, too, on the goal scored by Minnesota. But Oilers' power play looked really good there. Came out strong in the first period. It's that's what you got to do when you're taking on a team that's had your number in that particular building since 2019.
Well, the Oilers got to take advantage of Minnesota missing a couple key players.
Right.
If you look at the goal by Kapanen, Leon throws away Johansson, who's trying to check him. That's usually Eriksson Ek that is checking Leon Draisaitl. Big difference between Johansson and Eriksson Ek. So the Oilers take advantage of those kind of mismatches. It was a good start to the period for the Oilers. They got the lead, but then the Minnesota Wild had their pushes, and not a lot of big names in their lineup outside of Kaprizov up front, but they work hard. They were physical. The one thing they did get away from was discipline, and you cannot take dumb penalties or silly penalties against the Oilers. The Oilers have made them pay once, and the Oilers have a fresh sheet of ice with a rested group for about 1:30 here to start the second period. An opportunity for the Oilers power play to extend the lead.
It's fun to hear from Ty Emberson there with the boys because very excited about playing. This is like his home rink, right? I know he's from Wisconsin, but grew up going to games at this arena, had a chance to lace him up tonight. Nice bout. Nice fight, too, as he got into it with Jacob Oloko. Good tilt, actually. I thought both guys took a few and gave a few.
Yeah, it was a good fight, and it's funny listening to Emberson talk between periods. You can tell he was a guy that had 2 cotton swabs stuck up his nose. Yeah. He had a very stuffy nose. It was. Both players, there was no defense in that fight. It was all offense. This is what I love. They get into a fight. It starts with, do you want to fight? Okay. I think I had 14 or 15 NHL fights. Every time I was in a fight, it's because I was really angry or someone was really angry at me. I never went into a fight saying, hey, you know what? Want to go? I just don't understand how
Never
these guys
took an instigator penalty, huh?
Well, no, I did, but I was angry when I did it. He's just coming out, just quietly saying, hey, we've had nothing going on all night, you and I. I don't even know your first name, but would you like to fight? So they fight, and it was a very, very spirited battle. And then if you see it at the end, the linesmen come in, they both go, good job, thank you, good job. And I'm like, hey, I don't understand that kind of mentality, but they did, and you can see the joy in Emberson's voice between periods. Yeah, I had a fight. It was a pretty good one. Missed part of the period because I was getting my nose fixed up, but yeah, I like that.
It was pretty balanced first period, but I did feel Minnesota got a little bit more of a lift off of that than the Oilers because I thought the Oilers were dominating a little more than that. But I don't think it's going to be a coin flipper in this game at all. Well, this game's got a lot of mileage on it, Rob.
It does. I hesitate when I say teams get a big lift in a fight because that fight, they're both fighters. It was an even fight. It was, it'd be probably a split decision, and the decision would go to a coin flip. So both teams had their pushes. The Oilers had their push early in the period and were rewarded with a goal. Minnesota had their push later in the period and rewarded with a goal. The thing you can't do against the Oilers, and Matt Boldy's done it twice, is take penalties. And both times weren't preventing goal-scoring situations. But as far as entertainment value, that was a really good first period. Now, the Minnesota Wild have started missing with 2 players missing.
Yep.
On the back end, they're missing Jonas Brodin, who is a fantastic defenseman. I think it was after the first shift of the game tonight, Jake Middleton, who, Jack, if anyone's watching the game, Jack said that leads the National Hockey League in plus-minus. So now you're missing 2 of your top 4 defensemen. That is something that the Edmonton Oilers need to and have so far taken advantage of because you're going to have extended minutes for the other 5 defensemen for almost the entire game. And there is a defenseman playing in tonight's game who wouldn't be in the lineup if Brodin was. So the Oilers have an advantage because of that. Now they've got 40 more minutes to exploit it.
Okay, Rob, we'll talk to you coming up in the second intermission. Oilers will start that period. They'll have the man advantage for 1 minute and 44 seconds or less, depending on how it goes. It is 2-1. The Oilers leading after one period of play. We're going to take a break and come back with more at the intermission. It's brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey and the Oilers Radio Network.
Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $19.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca.
Hey folks, Paul Brandt here. I love being an Albertan, and I love Ford trucks. And I know that like hard-working Albertans across this great province, there's a Ford truck for everyone. Like Super Duty. It's what I like to call a workhorse. A truck built for heavy-duty performance and getting the job done. Now that's a truck to live and work by. So whatever you're working on, you'll know that the 2024 Ford Super Duty's got the goods. Get yours today at your Alberta Ford dealer. Just tell them PB sent you.
Real Canadian Superstore has more ways to save than any other major grocer. Check out their weekly flyer for PC Optimum offers, deals on club size, no name, and always low-priced everyday items. Visit in-store to find everything from fashion and home decor to toys and electronics. And don't forget their new Fresh Promise on produce. If your produce isn't fresh, they'll replace it and refund it. There are so many ways to save at Real Canadian Superstore. See their flyer for details. Sportsnet Plus is your ultimate destination for Oilers games. Stream more matchups than anywhere else. Spectacular! Catch Oilers action all season. Plans starting at $19.99 a month. Subscribe now at sportsnetplus.ca.
With Global News, I'm Thomas Dias. The 20-year-old security guard who was gunned down in a sketchy apartment building last week was honored at a vigil today at Norquest College, where he had also been a business administration student. Family member Gulzar Nurman says Harshandeep Singh had come to Canada with big dreams of helping out his older sister and parents, along with the entire city of Edmonton.
He wanted to go in the police, so he joined the security because he want to go to the police. He want to serve Edmonton and our people here, Edmontonians. So we lose a very humble, nice, and a brave young man.
Singh had been on the job for just 3 days with 30-year-old Evan Rain and 30-year-old Judas Salto, both charged with first-degree murder in the case. News on demand at 880ched.com.
The holiday countdown has started at Freedom Ford. Unbeatable deals on 2024 models with savings up to $15,000 and 0% financing. Plus, enjoy up to $10,000 cash back on your new Ford. Hurry, these offers won't last.
This is a message from the Canadian Red Cross. While most of us count down to the holidays, families in Canada and around the world count on the Canadian Red Cross. Help them support over 2,700 families affected by disasters in Canada this year. Donate today at redcross.ca. Your donation will be triple matched.
Tired of skyrocketing energy bills? Switch to clean, affordable power with Horizon Solar. Whether you want to cut costs, go green, or increase your home's value, Horizon Solar has you covered with tailored solar energy solutions. With current government incentives, there's never been a better time to make the switch. Own your power, control your bills, live sustainably. For your free assessment, call Horizon Solar today or visit horizonsolar.com to get started. Horizon Solar, where going green makes sense.
The holiday countdown has started at Freedom Ford. Unbeatable deals on 2024 models with savings up to $15,000 and 0% financing. Plus, enjoy up to $10,000 cash back on your new Ford. Hurry, these offers won't last.
At The Intermission, brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Bryn Griffiths back at Studio B. Here in the first intermission, Oilers lead Minnesota 2-1 after 20 minutes of play. Let's take a look at the out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Everything seems to be just wrapping up all at the same time here. I'm going to try to get through the scoreboard as well as I can without everything refreshing. But Toronto Maple Leafs have knocked off the visiting Anaheim Ducks 3-2 tonight. Los Angeles Kings, and of course, here we go, losing in New Jersey 3-1. Detroit Red Wings took it on the chin in Philadelphia tonight. Flyers coming up with a 4-1 victory there. With about a minute to go in Montreal, Pittsburgh all over the Montreal Canadiens tonight, 8-2. Let's see, where else are we? Man, I'm telling you, like I said, there's a lot of games wrapping up quickly here. Let's move on to the second period. Dallas trailing Nashville 3-0. The San Jose Sharks ahead on St. Louis late in the second period 2-1. Vegas trailing Winnipeg late in the second period 1-0. Calgary with a 1-0 lead with about 5 minutes left to go in the first period. Tampa Bay Lightning are the competition against the Flames tonight at the Saddle Dome. With about 5 minutes to go in the first period, it is 1-0 Utah leading the Avalanche in Colorado. Coming up a little bit later, it is Boston in Seattle. That's an 8 o'clock start. And the Panthers are in Vancouver to take on the Canucks. And that's your out-of-town scoreboard, which is brought to you by Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. And the players are just all set to get right back on the ice for the second period. Oilers will start on the power play. At the Intermission is brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At the Intermission has been brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Today you can score at A&W. Enjoy a juicy grass-fed beef mama burger and fries for only $5. Available in-store or on the A&W mobile app at participating locations in OilCountry. This fantastic deal is available all day today at A&W.
No mortgage payments for a whole year? It could happen. With End of the Roll Flooring Centers Win Your Mortgage Payments contest. What would you do if you were mortgage-free for a whole year?
I'd probably go on vacation.
Probably take a trip and then do some renos.
Then I'd be able to definitely afford more hockey camps for my kid.
If you want to win your mortgage payments for a whole year, just drop into any End of the Roll Flooring Center to enter today. Visit endoftheroll.com for all the details.
12870 St. Albert Trail and now open at 580 Parsons Road Southwest.
Blue-collar work deserves big dollar perks. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals is hiring heavy equipment technicians, maintenance supervisors, PM servicemen, maintenance coordinators, and pretty much every other position that makes Alberta go. We help move the earth that makes Alberta grow. So why not work for a company that makes your bank account grow too? Visit heavymetalequipment.ca to find your new career. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals, helping you move the earth.
Today you can score at A&W. Enjoy a juicy grass-fed beef mama burger and fries for only $5. Available in-store or on the A&W mobile app at participating locations in OilCountry. This fantastic deal is available all day today at A&W.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer. We're here at the XL Energy Center, St. Paul, Minnesota. 2-1 Oilers lead the Wild. We're getting ready for the second period of play. And that Oilers Holiday Homestand 50-50 presented by Rogers. It's back with life-changing jackpots. Current jackpot sitting at $287,000 and climbing. The holiday bonus jackpot at $449K. Next lucky winner could be you. Get your tickets now. EdmontonOilers.com/5050. Oilers on the power play to start off this second period. Nugent Hopkins got the puck in on the left wing. Puck rimmed by Trennan, won't get it out. Draisaitl has it right wing side. Saucers it back to the point to Bouchard. Now on the left wing to McDavid. David spins back to the blue line, gives it to Bouchard, to McDavid, has it on the left wing and lost the puck, and it is cleared out. Kuznetsov is able to get it out to center ice, and it's down into the Oilers zone. And now there's a holding the stick penalty coming up, and it's going against Edmonton by the looks of it. It'll be Evan Bouchard going to the box.
Just a poor play to start the period.
Edmonton 2 Mr. holding the stick.
We'll go 4-on-4 for 42 seconds. They did change those goals. So the Oiler first goal is Zach Hyman from Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid, as we expected. And the goal by Minnesota is Frederick Gaudreau from Brock Faber and Marcus Johansson. So, yeah, just as we expected. So we're going to go 4-on-4 here.
And just a complete loss of intensity from the Edmonton Oilers to start the period on the power play, an area of strength for your team. Starting to get better. Their penalty killing's terrible. You lose the puck battle just inside of the blue line, and then you go back too soft defensively, and you end up taking a holding the stick call and negating the final 30 seconds or so. Can't happen.
Pass back to the point for Chisholm. Goes off the stick of Jeff Skinner and all the way down. And now Faber up the right wing for Hartman. Comes into the Oilers zone. Goes to the right wing corner. Now behind the net. Kulak all over him. One hands it in front of the goal, but gave it away. And it's Henrique to bring it out for Edmonton. Now to Nurse. He's joined the rush. In over the line. Dishes to Skinner. Drops it back to Kulak. Down the left wing. To the point for Henrique. Right wing for Nurse. The right side to Jeff Skinner. To Nurse as he comes down the left. His shot wide of the net. Rims, goes to the blue line. It comes out. And Kulak will retreat to just inside his own blue. And he'll clear it down the ice as the Oilers are now shorthanded. The penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts. Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. That second power play of the game for Minnesota. 2-1 Oilers lead. We're a minute and a half gone here in the second period. Kaprizov gets the puck into the Oilers zone to Boldy. Goes to the left wing corner. Tied up by Emberson. They're trying to work it free. It does come free. To Matthias Janmark, to Connor Brown. Now to Emberson. He's joined the rush up the right side. Into the wild zone across to Brown. Scores! Connor Brown! A great shot. It's a short-handed goal. Edmonton is up 3-1.
Well, Janmark with just a lovely little one-touch flick over to Connor Brown, but Emerson jumps up and activates down the right side on a slow-developing 3-on-2 as Minnesota got caught deep, and Janmark kept his feet moving to help create that 3-on-2. Emerson slides it through the middle. Janmark barely touches it, and then Brown rifles one home. And he has matched his goal total from last year in the regular season with his fourth of the year.
Second shorthanded goal of the season for Edmonton. They're up 3-1 here on the Wild. That was a minute 55 into the second period. Puck fired all the way down into Minnesota territory. Faber up the left wing to Johansson. Now on the right side, Chisholm will get the puck into the Edmonton right wing corner. Back to the blue line. Johansson will get it across to Faber in front, looking for the tap in, and that misconnects, and it goes off the corner boards and out. As Hartman got dumped in front of the Oiler goal. And now Nugent Hopkins will steal. He'll come into the Minnesota end, but Gaudreau came in there and took it away. Up the right wing to Faber. Penalty over here in a few seconds. 3-1 Oilers lead. We're in the second period. Hartman just into the Oilers zone to the right corner for Johansson. Got Stetcher right on him. Back to the blue line. Gaudreau on the right wing to Johansson. Brings the puck across the blue. Shoots it on net. Tipped on goal. Saved by Pickard. Gaudreau to the left wing. Give it to Hartman. Back to the point. Now to Faber on the right side. Minnesota 1 for 2 with a man advantage. Faber with the puck on the right wing. To the side of the net it goes, covered up by Pickard. Rossi got dumped down by Stetcher. Crowd reacting to that. But we're 3 minutes, 8 seconds into the second. Oilers are up 3-1. Brown from Janmark and Emberson at 1:55.
Oh, all Emberson needs is...
Yeah, just needs a goal now.
For the Gordie Howe hat?
Yep, had the tilt in the first period. Face off to the left of Pickard. The puck goes to the middle of the ice, and it's Kapanen to bring it out. Kapanen into the Minnesota zone on the right wing. Get it to the end boards. Podkolzin's trying to get it loose. He does. To the right wing point to Kulak, across to Nurse, into the slot to Draisaitl. Couple of moves to get away from Lauko. Goes to the right wing. Now down that right side, drops a puck to Podkolzin. Into the corner to Draisaitl. Now to Kulak. Squeezes it loose to Draisaitl to the point to Nurse. His snapshot, and that's blocked by Merrill. And up the right wing, Kaprizov will get it out. His pass for Merrill's in behind him. He's got to recover to get it to Bogosian. Bogosian to Merrill. And now to Kaprizov into the Oiler end. Stops on the right wing. Pass to the middle of the ice. Off the stick of Draisaitl, but it's kept in, and Lauko has it right point. Looking for Faber, and yeah, Podkolzin able to direct it out. Kuznetsov brings the puck in on the right wing. Got it to the corner. Nurse to Kulak. Off the boards and out. Kaprizov with the puck at center ice for Minnesota. For Kuznetsov on the right wing. For Jones, it's come back to the blue line and picked up by Connor McDavid. He'll loop back into his end. Give it to Kulak. Swings up the left side. The right wing now for Hyman. Comes in on that right wing. Goes to the right wing corner. In behind the net. Out to Ekholm. He hammered it wide of the net. And he goes all the way down the ice.
Hits the net. It's in.
Blasted that thing. We're almost 5 minutes into the second. 3-1. Edmonton leads. Shard out from behind his goal. The left wing to Ekholm. Off the left wing boards it in. Foligno. For Chisholm, who has to deal with Nugent Hopkins, who takes him to the end boards. Puck will go to the right point. It's Bouchard on the right wing for McDavid. In by Foligno, takes the puck away. Now can't get it past McDavid to Nugent Hopkins on the right wing, top of the circle, to the blue line. Ekholm tried to shovel it low. And Foligno's able to get it out, and he'll give the puck to Hartman down the left wing. His pass across to the right. Foligno, his backhand, that's blocked by Matthias Ekholm. He'll get it out through the middle. Just missed Hyman with it. And it'll be icing against Edmonton.
Got to negotiate contact on that. They're at the end of the shift there, so they're going to get a favorable matchup here against the Oilers' top line.
Face-off will be to the right of Pickard.
So Lauko was with Boston last year, fought Brandon Duhaime and beat him. And that's what got him on the radar screen with Minnesota. Feisty guy. And that was a Rock'em Sock'em Robots fight he had with Emerson.
That was a good one.
Both guys landed shots.
Puck cleared out by Bouchard. Will be icing against the Oilers. Yeah, both guys landed shots. And talking with Ty after the first period, having him on the broadcast, he sounded pretty happy about it.
That's going to be on hockeyfights.com. That might be a top 10 fight this year.
I mean, fight.
There was very little defense, and there were some shots landed both ways.
Face-off will be to the right of Pickard. Puck goes to Faber. Across the line to Spurgeon. Down the right wing, Johansson to the blue line to Spurgeon. Then his pass across. It hits Johansson. It comes out. Johansson through the middle. The puck to Rossi. He's able to play it in. Ekholm around the boards. Johansson kept it in to Kaprizov. Forced back to the blue line. His shot. It was tipped. It hit the post. Puck back to the right wing point. Faber on the left to Spurgeon. Now over to Faber, right wing side. On the right wing to Kaprizov. Will bring it up to the blue line. He'll shoot it, and that's blocked by Ekholm. They'll be able to clear it out. And Faber has it hop over his stick. It won't be icing. In on the forecheck is Henrique. Puck goes to the end board. Spurgeon along the board squeezes it free to Rossi. Then loses the puck to Janmark of the Oilers. Janmark on the left wing. The left wing corner. Spurgeon gets it free, but it won't get out. Stetcher will keep it in to Skinner. He turns to shoot it, and it's blocked. It goes off of Spurgeon. And the puck near the top of the circle in the Minnesota zone gets to the middle there. Spurgeon will lift it up and out. 7 minutes gone here in the second. 3-1. Oilers lead the Wild.
Excellent play by Stetcher to get the puck right to Skinner, but his shot attempt got blocked.
On the end board, Stetcher pokes it around on the left for Janmark. Now through the middle of the ice to Stetcher. He'll get to center. Shoot it in. It'll ride up on the glass over to the left wing. Bogosian to Lauko. Lauko back to Bogosian, but Perry's in there for Edmonton. He gets dumped down. Gaudreau with the loose puck up to Lauko. To Gaudreau, won't get it out. Kept in by Kulak. Puts it towards the net. Stick save made by Gustafsson. Merrill through the middle. To Gaudreau into the Oilers zone. Goes over to the left wing. And then Kulak able to separate him from the puck. Get it up the right side to Perry. Now to Brown at center ice. Brown will dump the puck in on the backhand. Merrill in his own end for Bogosian. Up the right wing boards to Trennan. It goes off his stick deep into the Edmonton zone. And behind the net, Bouchard on the left wing for Ekholm. Looking for Podkolzin, but the puck comes out of the zone. Kuznetsov will wind it up at his own blue line.
Great job on the pronunciation there, Cam.
It's a lot of letters. Significant name bar. Puck along the boards, right at the Minnesota blue line. Puck gets to center ice. Hartman will shoot it in, or make that Jones will shoot it in. Puck gets to the left wing corner, and it's Draisaitl will turn it up the left. Throw it through the middle to Bouchard. He's able to shoot it in. 3-1, Edmonton leads here in the second period. Chisholm will get the loose puck, put it over to the right for Faber. On the right wing for Shore. To Chisholm on the left wing. Then he'll float that out. It's in behind Shore and deep into the Oilers zone. Was an icing puck on the end boards. Kulak up the left wing to Hyman. Hyman through the middle, finds Nurse, brings the puck in, goes across to McDavid. Went off his stick, loose in the middle. Bogosian will get it out, but he'll put it all the way down. Should be icing against the Wild. It is with 10:43 to go here in the second. The Oilers are up 3-1.
Connor McDavid with a clear-cut 3-on-2 opportunity. And perfect play by Nurse to buy him time and space, and he double-clutched the puck. It happens once in a while, even to the best of them.
Face-off will be to the right of Gustafsson. Hyman, Kapanen, and Brown have scored for Edmonton. Gaudreau has the goal for Minnesota. Virgin to Bogosian, tried to rim it. It hit Zach Hyman. Puck along the left wing. Nugent Hopkins down low to Connor McDavid. He works on the inboards, gets away from Bogosian to the right side. Couldn't get it in front of the net. Goes to Nugent Hopkins off the left wing to the blue line. Nurse across to Kulak. Right wing to McDavid. To the blue line to Nurse. A snapshot. And that goes off a leg over to the right side and skated out by Kaprizov of the Wild. Comes into the Oiler end. Right wing for Rossi, poked away, and the Oilers are out 2-on-1. McDavid with Nugent Hopkins in over the line. McDavid, the shot, save made by Gustafsson. Got it with a left pad, puck to the side of the net, and Gustafsson able to cover it up.
Good save.
We're halfway through the second. 3-1. Oilers lead the Wild from the XL Energy Center here in St. Paul, Minnesota. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
Do you have tickets to an upcoming event at Rogers Place that you can't attend? Donate your tickets to the Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation Seats for Kids program, presented by Eagle Builders. Seats for Kids provides unused game tickets for charities, allowing children and families to enjoy hockey at Rogers Place. And for many, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. To be a part of the Seats for Kids program presented by Eagle Builders, please email edmonton@kidsupfront.com. That's edmonton@kidsupfront.com.
When was the last time your electricity and natural gas provider made you feel like this? Low rates, no strings attached, year-round perks, and local energy experts who always have your back with Encore by Epcor. Find that carefree energy feeling at encore.epcor.com/carefree.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
Looking for custom flags, banners, or canopy tents? Aurora Flags and Banners has a dedicated team to provide you with custom solutions and quality products. Aurora Flags has proudly serviced Canadian businesses and organizations for more than 30 years. Get a quote today at auroraflags.com.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Halfway through the second period, 3-1, Oilers lead Minnesota. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. We're here at the XL Energy Center, St. Paul, Minnesota. Face-off in the wild zone. It goes to the corner, and it's McDavid. He'll go in behind the net. He'll stop back there. Get it on the right wing to Draisaitl. Now to McDavid. Comes out of the right corner. Pass across to Ekholm. He'll have to catch up to it in the left wing. Get it around to Draisaitl. Down the end boards to McDavid. Getting worked over by Hartman. One hands it to Perry. Puck goes back to McDavid. David on the right wing corner with Faber right on him. Out of Draisaitl to the blue line. Bouchard over to Ekholm, left wing point towards the net. And it goes through the slot and over to Draisaitl on the right wing. Now to the right wing corner to McDavid. Top of the circle, drops it to Draisaitl. Backhand the puck to McDavid. He'll shoot it. Saved by Gustafsson. Big rebound, and Boldy got it over to the corner to Foligno.
So they flip. Oh, that's penalty.
Flipped out by Foligno, and Foligno's going to the box. The Edmonton Oilers are going to go on the power play.
So they flip Johansson. How about this? We got an update for you out of town. They flipped Johansson and Boldy, and now the Oilers get a power play after an extended shift. You put the second unit on the ice to start the power play. I don't know.
Well, he just had McDavid, Draisaitl just had a long shift.
Right, so you could put the second. But I got a stat for you tonight, my man.
Okay.
4-goal performance from Scott Laughton. He doubled his outcome on the season. He had 4 goals going in and got all 4 goals for the Flyers in a 4-1 victory over the Red Wings, who, well, they haven't gone exactly the trajectory that people thought, but this is a big power play here for Edmonton.
Face-off will be to the right of Gustafsson.
Second unit on the ice to start for Edmonton.
Power play brought to you by Atco Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com. Shot from the point. Saved by Gustafsson. Lots of traffic. And the puck sent around to the left side. Getting to it was Nurse, but it was chopped out by Lauko. Nurse has the puck at his own blue line. Now to Adam Henrique. He'll shoot it in. Grimm's on the right. Ekholm on the right wing boards. Pass goes off a skate, comes back to the point. It's Nurse. On the left wing, give it to Henrique, to Nurse, over to Ekholm, to Nurse in the middle on the blue line. Down the left side, Jeff Skinner. His shot saved, made by Gustafsson. After that change direction, it's cleared out and all the way down.
Well, 2 shots already on that Oilers second unit, and now they get their first unit on the ice here. Get the puck up the ice here, Darnell.
Yep. Nurse was just waiting. Gave it to Bouchard. He's going to go off the ice. Will Darnell Nurse. Bouchard can drop it to McDavid, weave his way into the wild zone, down the left wing, now to the middle. Hyman across, Draisaitl shot, saved by Gustafsson. The rebound gets to the slot, and it's cleared down the ice by Trennan.
4 shots now in the Oilers power play. They've had some good looks here.
Bouchard through the middle. Over to McDavid. Gets the puck in on the right wing to Draisaitl, to Hyman, to the point, and it'll go to Nugent Hopkins on the left. Left wing boards to McDavid. To the blue line to Bouchard. Down the left wing, McDavid. We'll get it across. It's going to come back to Bouchard, though. Give it to McDavid on the left wing. Over to Draisaitl. And that one skipped over his stick.
Where it's going in the net.
Got that right. Trennan will bring it into the Oiler end on the left wing. He's up against the left wing boards. Nugent Hopkins takes him to the boards. Puck poked free. Penalty over in 14 seconds. Pass up the right wing, gets to Draisaitl. Comes into Minnesota territory. Feathers it across to Bouchard. We'll get it back to Draisaitl in front of the net. The rebound. Scores! Ryan Nugent Hopkins picked up the rebound. It's a power play goal, and the Oilers are up 4-1.
Well, sometimes you need a lucky break. Edmonton got one there, no question about it. As Ryan Nugent Hopkins picks up the loose change for his 5th goal of the season.
Oilers put it right to the net. Gustafsson coughed up the rebound. Nugent Hopkins played it off his skate and then backhands it in. 12:55 time of the goal. Edmonton now 2 for 3 with the man advantage.
And again, this team is really just the one area of their game that's been really weak, and they're down Middleton, who's an important defenseman for them as well.
Yeah, they've been playing with 5D just basically the whole game, really.
It should be Draisaitl and Bouchard on the assists.
All right. Oilers up 4-1. They've had a shorthanded goal this period and one on the power play. Puck Puck bounces into the Edmonton zone off the stick of Connor Brown. He goes into the corner, rims it up the right side. Derek Ryan, it got into the skates of Stetcher. Now over to the left wing, Nurse. Left wing boards to Ryan, to Brown, back to Ryan. He'll get it out, give it to Brown. He'll shoot it in. Gustafson out of his net. Plays it, rims it. Top of the circle, it doesn't get out. This time on the second opportunity, Merrill clears the zone. Brown will shoot it back in. Merrill knocks it down. For Chisholm up the right wing to Johansson. He'll just steer it in. Pickard to Stetcher. Across to Nurse. Smack that up the left wing. It goes beyond Janmark and all the way down. It's icing against the Oilers. 6:18 to go in the second. 4-1 Edmonton leads.
Oilers out shooting right now. The Minnesota Wild 24-15 in this game.
Race off to the right of Pickard. Henrique taking the draw against Kuznetsov, and the puck back to the blue line. Faber has it right point, fires it off the end boards, looking for the bounce, goes over the stick of Kuznetsov, but he'll keep it in and then forced out of the zone by Janmark.
Brown's got to get off the ice. He's been out there for a while.
Faber floats it towards the net, and it's gloved or covered up by Pickard. He'll hold on. 6 minutes to go here in the second. We'll take a break. 4-1. Oilers lead the Wild from the XL Energy Center here in St. Paul, Minnesota. It is Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Believing in yourself takes confidence. At Portage College, 93% of grads say their education gave them the skills and knowledge they needed for their careers. That's the kind of confidence that leads to great results. Learn more at portagecollege.ca.
Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Loyal to the oil, in Edmonton we trust. Rises to the top like a pizza crust. Got the flavors to play, yeah. Cooking on ice. Hunger happens, gotta score a slice. Let's go Oilers, E-Town unite. Ice District to Jasper, downtown to White. We're in orange and blue, game on the street. Make the right call, Pizza 73. Let's go Oilers. 737373, Pizza 73.
Proudly headquartered in OilCountry, Capital Power is delivering reliable and affordable power today while building clean power systems for tomorrow, creating the balanced energy solutions communities across Alberta and North America can depend on. Visit capitalpower.com to learn how they are powering change by changing power. Be part of their energy and join Capital Power as we all cheer on our Edmonton Oilers on their quest to win it all.
Portage College graduates are incredibly employable. How does Portage know? 99% of employers surveyed said they would hire a Portage grad. Get career ready at Portage College. Learn more by visiting portagecollege.ca.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer. We are here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year. 4-1. Oilers lead the Wild. 6 minutes to go here in the second period. Hyman, Kapanen, Brown, and Nugent-Hopkins have scored for Edmonton. Gaudreau has the goal for Minnesota. Face-off New Oilers zone to the left of Pickard. It goes to the top of the circle. Foligno lost his stick, but he keeps it in. Left side, Bogosian, his shot, and a save made by Pickard.
That one almost
snuck through.
Yeah, almost got him 5-hole.
Skinner will get it out for Edmonton. Bogosian at his own blue line. The Faber up the left wing for Boldy. Rims it to the right. Foligno to the right corner to Hartman. Now to Boldy in the left wing with Emberson on him. But spun around. Janmark steals the puck. Janmark skates through the neutral zone. In over the line to Henrique. Now across. Skinner's shot. Blocker save made by Gustafson. Good save off of Jeff Skinner. And up the right wing, Boldy.
Kind of thought Skinner weakened his angle on that play. Look out.
Puck rimmed on the right wing. And Kapanen to Henrique to Kapanen. And Kapanen will get the center. Will dump it in. Gustafson has to play. Gave it away, though, to Kapanen. His centering pass that gets blocked. Comes back to him on the left while top of the circle. And Foligno will get it to the blue line off of Ekholm. And the puck comes out. Gaudreau down the right wing. And to take it away by Draisaitl. Up the right side. Got the puck out of the zone, and Chisholm will start up through center ice and now dump it in for Minnesota. Pickard to the left wing corner for Ekholm. Out of Podkolzin, back to Matthias Ekholm. Vasily Podkolzin. Now over to Bouchard on the right wing. Play it to the corner, but Lauko's there for Minnesota. Lauko goes in behind the Edmonton goal to the left, towards the net, and a pad save made by Pickard from the sharp angle. Puck up against the boards inside the Edmonton zone. Rimmed on the right, Kapanen got it to the middle of Podkolzin, and he'll bring it out. Podkolzin now to Bouchard. He'll spring him in, pass across to Draisaitl. Scores! Leon Draisaitl just got a bit of that puck. It went up in the air and the Oilers are up 5-1.
Well, great pass by Podkolzin to free up Bouchard. And I thought Bouchard should have shot the puck. And instead, a totally lucky goal from Leon Draisaitl. Bouchard on his backhand across to Draisaitl.
Hey, when it's going right, it's going right.
And tonight it's Edmonton's. They've had a lot of tough nights here. And that puck went off a Minnesota stick and off a Draisaitl in the net. It's 5-1 Edmonton.
Gustafsson completely lost sight of it. Didn't know where that thing was, and Draisaitl threw the change up and makes it 5-1.
Now he does have his 21st goal of the year and his 4th point of the game.
He's having a night.
Bouchard and Podkolzin should draw the assists.
15:54, time of the goal. And the puck into the Minnesota zone. Nurse has it left point. Down the right side to McDavid. Into the corner, to the blue line. Now to Nurse on the left side. Tried to shoot it. That was off the stick of Johansson. Johansson's able to get it out for Minnesota. 5-1 Oilers lead here in the second period. Faber at center. Pass was in behind. Rossi, it goes into the Oilers zone. Nurse coming up the left wing. On the left wing boards to Hyman. Into Minnesota territory. Hyman down the left side to the corner. Goes in behind the net. Kaprizov hooks him down to the ice. The Edmonton Oilers are going back on the power play. With 3:17 to go in the second, and Kirill Kaprizov will go to the box.
Well, that's just their best player going to the box tonight. But tonight, the best player on the ice has been Leon Draisaitl. He has 3 assists that technically count as primary assists.
All right, we're going to take a break. 3:17 to go in the second. 5-1 Oilers lead the Wild from the XL Energy Center. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Sobeys and Safeway Liquor are stocked with spirits, wine, and beer for all your get-togethers. So, whether you're celebrating the holiday season or hockey season, check out Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers.
It's game on at City Ford. With an all-star lineup of 2024 Ford favorites, save up to $5,000 on Escapes, up to $8,000 on Bronco Sports, and up to $16,000 on F-150s. Plus, find 0% financing options available on all 3 vehicles. Spin the Christmas wheel and win a holiday gift: iPads, Oiler merch, Costco cards, even trips to Vegas. Visit City Ford on the St. Albert Trail.
Blue-collar work deserves big dollar perks. Get a heavy wallet with Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals is hiring heavy equipment technicians, maintenance supervisors, PM servicemen, maintenance coordinators, and pretty much every other position that makes Alberta go. We help move the earth that makes Alberta grow. So why not work for a company that makes your bank account grow too? Visit heavymetalequipment.ca to find your new career. Heavy Metal Equipment and Rentals, helping you move the earth.
Sobeys and Safeway Liquor are stocked with spirits, wine, and beer for all your get-togethers. So, whether you're celebrating the holiday season or hockey season, check out Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
5-1 Oilers lead the Wild. 3:17 to go in the second. Kaprizov off into the penalty box. The Oilers go in the power play. They're 2 for 3 with a man advantage. Nugent Hopkins will get it across. Pass in front of the net goes off a Hyman, poked away by Gustafsson, and up the right wing, bringing it out is Lauko. Into the Oiler end, drives down the right side, tried to pull to the forehand, couldn't get a shot. Puck goes to Gaudreau. He'll jam it low.
Well, an opportunity there for Zach Hyman, and he just couldn't find the loose change.
Power play brought to you by ATCO Energy, your trusted energy retailer. Learn more at atcoenergy.com as McDavid into the Wild end on the left wing. To the left wing point to Bouchard. Holds on to it for a moment. Now to Draisaitl on the right, to Nugent Hopkins, had Husnudinov right on him, and Husnudinov will get the puck down the left wing, over to Trennan, he'll shoot, saved by Pickard, oh the rebound, Pickard got it with a stick, didn't even know it, and up the left wing, Draisaitl busts out for Edmonton, in over the line on the right, and his pass picked off by Trennan, and he'll clear it, Husnudinov into the Oiler end, down the left wing, Spinorama, and his backhand wide. Hyman skate down the left side. Into the Minnesota end. Oilers are changing the power play as it is Foligno to clear it out. 2 minutes to go here in the second. 5-1 Oilers lead. They're here in Minnesota tonight. Henrique to center ice. Brings it on the right wing boards. There was Merrill. He'll fire it down the ice. Pickard forced to make the save. Ekholm comes out from behind the goal. 24 seconds to go in the power play. Up the left wing to Skinner. Jeff Skinner gets the puck in to Henrique on the left wing. To the left wing point for Ekholm. Now over to the right side. It was Nurse to Henrique to Ekholm. He tried to shoot it towards the net. Missed on the one-time shot. It comes out. Nurse to Ekholm. Penalty just about done. Right wing corner to Perry. Goes in behind the net. Back to 5-on-5. Oilers 2 for 4 with a power play to Jeff Skinner behind the net. Goes to the left wing. Skinner to Henrique behind the goal. To the right wing point for Ekholm. Coming up to the last minute here in the second period. Oilers up 5-1 on the Minnesota Wild. Perry to the left wing point for Nurse. His shot blocked in front of the goal. And the puck goes over to the left wing. Derek Ryan to the left wing point to Nurse. Wraps it on the right side. Jeff Skinner to Perry in behind the net. Perry slides over to the right. His pass.
That was a bank shot.
Banked it off of Gustafsson. And the puck comes back to Perry to Emberson. His shot. And that broke a stick in front of the net. Jeff Skinner's stick snapped in half. And Kaprizov will come out of his zone. Up the left wing. Into the Oilers zone. Left wing corner. Kaprizov pass in front of the goal. But Derek Ryan there for Edmonton. Got it to the blue line. Chisholm will keep it in on the left wing. Down the left side. Pass over to Kaprizov. It's over his stick. And Brown trying to hold him off of it. But Kaprizov to the right wing corner to Rossi. Centering pass. That's broken up. Was in behind the goal. 3 seconds to go in the period. Tied up on the end boards. The period will come to a close. The Oilers get a shorthanded goal. They get a power play goal. They get an even strength goal that period. They're up 5-1 through 40. And Edmonton's going to be awfully happy with the way things have gone through 2 periods.
Yeah, a little bit of momentum loss late in the period on the power play. Didn't like that, but they outshot Minnesota 15-6. Wild playing without Middleton. That was a big loss. This guy's emerged as a terrific top 4 defenseman. They already don't have Brody and so they're playing. Any team playing without 2 of their top 4D, you're going to have some problems transitioning and defending. We're seeing that a bit. Edmonton in good shape here headed to the third period, Cam.
Leon Draisaitl, he's having himself an evening. He's got a goal and 3 assists, 4 points for Draisaitl. Also scoring for Edmonton in this game, it's been Zach Hyman, Kasperi Kapanen, Connor Brown, Ryan Nugent Hopkins as well. Couple of assists to Vasily Podkolzin. And I also believe Evan Bouchard's got a couple of assists in this game too. So that's where we sit. We are through 40 minutes of play, and Edmonton has a 5-1 lead on the Minnesota Wild. Bryn Griffiths, Rob Brown, they're standing by. They got the second intermission for you when we come back from the XL Energy Center. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
The
Edmonton Oilers Community Foundation 50-50, presented by Rogers, is back and bigger than ever. The largest 50-50 in sports offers early bird draws, bonus raffles, and a main jackpot, which is growing by the second. With over $100 million invested across OilCountry, your support directly helps kids, families, and communities in need. Maybe you'll be our next winner. Get your tickets right now at EdmontonOilers.com and help make OilCountry a better place.
AGLC license number 696879.
It's our YEG with 880 Chad.
880 Chad is slapping on the Stetson in anticipation of Country Thunder Alberta with headliners Cody Johnson, Bailey Zimmerman, and Old Dominion. August 15th through the 17th in Calgary. Tickets on sale now. Then enjoy an uplifting, wholesome musical for fans of all ages as Nuova Vocal Arts presents White Christmas, December 19th through the 29th. Tickets at nuovavocalarts.ca.
For details on these and more events, visit 880ched.com. At the intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
And Mark to Connor Brown, now to Emberson. He's joined the rush up the right side. Into the wild zone, across to Brown. Scores! Connor Brown! A great shot. It's a short-handed goal. Edmonton is up 3-1.
And that's our highlight zone, brought to you by Century Casinos. All in, all games, all season. Century Casinos with 3 great locations in Edmonton, St. Albert, and right next door to the Edmonton International Airport. Welcome to the winner's zone. And welcome to the second intermission. After 40 minutes of play, the Edmonton Oilers leading the Wild in Minnesota 5-1. That goal by Connor Brown was the Oilers' third goal of the hockey game. It was a shorthanded effort by the hockey team. Came pretty early there in period number 2, and Janmark and Ty Emerson getting the assists on that goal, and it just seemed like that was kind of the floodgates opening up a little bit, Rob.
Well, it was. The Oilers just extended the lead in a situation where Minnesota was like, okay, here's our power play, here's our chance, and instead of, bringing themselves closer in the hockey game and, tying it up, they find themselves down 2 and chasing. And the one thing you don't ever want to do against the Oilers is chase a big lead. Simply, now you're opening yourself up for odd man breaks as you're trying to force things. So the Oilers came out with a 1-goal lead into the second period, and usually a home team, that's when they have their push. They didn't. It was the Oilers that were much better in that second period and took full advantage, and now a 5-1 lead. And before we go any further, I got to say, I promised some guys.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm giving a shout-out to the boys in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. I'm getting some text from a buddy there. He says they are all listening to the Oilers. They're cheering them on right now in Malaysia. There are Oiler fans everywhere. So to all the guys, we wish you all the best. And
what are they, just sitting on the beach listening, or what are they doing there?
He claims they're working, but I guarantee you they're not working in minus 13 and a foot and a half of snow like we are right now. So to them, enjoy the Oilers game. Hopefully this will keep going in the right direction. But what a night we got going right now for Leon Draisaitl as well. And it's funny, if you think over the last couple weeks, Leon, who leads the National Hockey League in goals, I think that was his 21st of the season tonight. So he's got 21 on the season. He leads the NHL. In the last few weeks, he scored a goal from his own blue line on Marc-Andre Fleury.
Right.
He got stopped on a breakaway and had one of the greatest defensemen in the last 20 years, Victor Hedman, kicking into his own net.
Yeah.
And then tonight, he TC Chen'd it. He tried one-timing it, kind of muffs it, and then on his follow-through, accidentally hits the puck with the back of his stick up and over the goalie Gustafsson, and scores his third weird goal here in the last few weeks. So when you're feeling it, you're getting the breaks and you're getting the bounces. And Leon Draisaitl with 4 points on the night is certainly feeling it today.
Kind of spread it around a little bit. Okay, to make things official, they did give the first goal to Zach Hyman officially.
Yep.
So that's his 7th of the season. They gave the first Minnesota goal finally to Gaudreau, his 6th of the season. So those were the major changes on goals that they announced them very late, and both of them clearly, as we were pointing out when we were talking, It looked to us easily like it was going to go to both of them, but they finally made the change on that midway through period number 2. But there's a lot of positives for the Edmonton Oilers tonight. As we've been saying, they've just been playing. You make your own breaks in a lot of ways, and they're getting a lot of breaks. They're playing exceptionally well tonight. This is a solid matchup for the Edmonton Oilers tonight.
Well, the one thing that we've talked about a lot lately, the Oilers have got a nice streak going. They're playing very, very well. Their power play has gotten better. The penalty killing has as well. They're getting saves. But we also said there's other players that are due to break out. This is a team right now that has been winning with very limited offense from, a Connor Brown. It's been a while since he scored. Yep. Zach Hyman's not having the season that he had last year. RNH hasn't had the season they had last year. They had not been getting any goal scoring out of their second line. All of those things have not happened as of late. And the Oilers were winning. Well, tonight, Hyman scores a goal.
Yep.
Nugent Hopkins scores a goal. Connor Brown scores a shorthanded goal.
And could have had 2. He hit the goalpost on one.
And then Kapanen on the second line. That's the first goal that the second line has scored that Leon has set up in a number of games. So the Oilers have been winning with probably 80% of their game. There's still 20% that was missing. Well, tonight that other 20%, the puck luck is turning for those players, and that's bad news for the National Hockey League, as an Oiler team that has been playing very, very well as of late now has found some of the missing pieces, and tonight you see what happens when everything comes together. They got a 5-1 lead on special teams, depth scoring, and again, not a lot of shots, but some good goaltender by Calvin Pickard when called upon.
We talked a couple of weeks ago about the Oilers appearing to get their swagger back.
Yep.
They certainly have it back on tonight, and they've got 2 big matchups coming up over the weekend. On Monday, they've got Vegas in town, 2 o'clock, by the way, on Saturday afternoon. And then they got Florida. And, of course, that Florida game, that's going to, we don't have to hype that game up at all. Well, that's going to be a lot of fun on Monday night.
It will be, but I don't want to overlook the one on Saturday.
No.
To me, the Oilers, if they see Florida again this year come playoff time, it's going to be pretty exciting because it's the finals. And that's an if, because there's a lot of things that have to happen for both Edmonton and Florida to get back to the finals.
Yeah.
The Oilers will. And I'm saying it right now, the Oilers will see Vegas at some point in the playoffs. And we saw a fantastic 1-0 game just recently in Vegas. Vegas is a team that has ended the Oilers season. They are a team that is built for playoff hockey. They got big, rangy defensemen that clog the middle. They got fantastic goaltending. They have a superstar. The one thing they were missing is they didn't have a superstar. They went and got Jack Eichel. He comes in and they win a Stanley Cup with him. So I'm looking forward to that one. Then you got Florida afterwards. But again, I know that a lot of people are hyping this is measuring sticks games for the Oilers. This is measuring stick games for the opposition.
Yeah.
And tonight, the Minnesota Wild, without some key pieces and another lost piece tonight, haven't been able to measure up to an Oiler team that right now is playing as good as it has all season long.
And we talked yesterday, actually, on Oilers Now. I was wondering, okay, what are they going to do with the net minding? So they come with Calvin Pickard tonight. And through 2 periods of play, he's faced 19 shots, 13 in the first period, and then only 6 as the Wild seem to lose a little bit of their momentum.
Well, yeah, when we talked about it last night, we suggested that the 2 bigger games are Vegas and Florida.
Yep.
The game that I felt that Pickard would get would be Minnesota, simply because it's a team that's beat up right now. And just if you look at the dance card, Vegas is Vegas, and Florida is the defending Stanley Cup champion.
Gotta go with the big guy.
That's where you want Skinner playing.
Yeah.
And give credit to Pickard and Skinner, but Pickard tonight, the goaltending has settled. And they are giving quality start after quality start. And if the Oilers get quality starts from their net minding, they're a tough out, simply because you know what kind of offensive juice they have.
Okay, Rob, thanks. We'll talk to you after the game. We're going to take a break. And At the Intermission is brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is the Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. You know what I'm a fan of? Alberta. The wide open spaces, the highways and byways, and a rugged, beautiful terrain that I'm proud to call home. Maybe that's why I'm also a fan of my Ford F-150. It's tough, capable, and smart, which makes it a natural fit for roads like these. So if it's a new truck you're looking for, look no further than the truck Albertans love to drive, F-150. Head into your Alberta Ford dealer and tell them PB sent you.
Over the last decade, the world of work has changed dramatically. It's a change that can cause a disconnect between a company and its employees. But a partnership with Aon can help by making decisions that create a more flexible, engaged, and resilient workforce. Aon's experience and expertise, global understanding, and advanced analytics ensure that every client is better informed and better advised so that they can make better decisions. Whatever the next decade brings, Aon is in the business of better decisions.
Hey, Edmonton. Big moves need big talent, and AMJ is your go-to partner. For all local residential and commercial relocations, AMJ delivers a smooth, stress-free experience. AMJ, your team for every move. Contact your local branch today.
With Global News, I'm Thomas Dias. After being found guilty of manslaughter in 2017 and the 2010 disappearances of St. Albert seniors Lyle and Marie McCann, Travis Vader's first chance at day parole ended up being denied. The couple's bodies have never been found, with Vader continuing to deny he killed them. Rachel Notley teared up today as she announced she'll be stepping down as MLA for Edmonton Strathcona December 30th. She had resigned as party leader and opposition leader earlier this year, making way for former Calgary Mayor Naheed Nenshi to run for and win the Alberta NDP leadership. In a statement today, Nenshi thanked Notley for her generosity and guidance, describing her as a once-in-a-lifetime politician. And Edmonton's police chief has decided to accept a new job rather than retire. Dale McPhee has been hired as the province's Deputy Minister of Executive Council and head of the Alberta Public Service. McPhee has been chief since 2019 and announced last month he would be leaving his contract early, but at the time said he was retiring. Premier Danielle Smith says she's worked with McPhee on a number of different initiatives and says he'll bring a fresh perspective to the office. News on demand at 880. Ched.com.
Sobeys and Safeway Liquor are stocked with spirits, wine, and beer for all your get-togethers. So, whether you're celebrating the holiday season or hockey season, check out Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers.
When it comes to your new home, nothing should stop you from getting exactly what you want. Coventry Homes puts your needs front and center. They won't deke past your questions about customization, and making changes won't get you sent to the penalty box. With their customizable designs and flexible options, your game-changing home is within reach. Score big with flexibility. By Coventry Homes, the official builder of the Edmonton Oilers.
Our people, our team. It's what business owners almost always say is their most important resource. But strong businesses don't just find great people. They make sure their teams stay healthy, engaged, and performing at their best. A benefits plan from Alberta Blue Cross is more than just drug and dental. They support the whole person with flexible coverage levels that fit the size and circumstance of your business. Find a plan that gets results at ab.bluecross.ca.
Sobeys and Safeway Liquor are stocked with spirits, wine, and beer for all your get-togethers. So, whether you're celebrating the holiday season or hockey season, check out Sobeys and Safeway Liquor, proud partners and fans of the Edmonton Oilers.
The Intermission, brought to you by End of the Row Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Bryn Griffiths back in Studio B in Edmonton. Let's take a look at what's going on around the National Hockey League tonight on the out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Pizza 73, official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Final scores, these are what we have so far. Pittsburgh and Montreal tonight, oh, it was ugly. It was all Penguins, 9-2 tonight over the Habs. Philadelphia on home ice taking on Detroit, and the Flyers coming up with a home ice victory 4-1 tonight over the Red Wings. LA Kings were in New Jersey, and the hometown Devils winning 3-1. Anaheim at Toronto Leafs beating the Ducks 3-2 in that one. Another one went to overtime. That was between the Capitals on the road in Columbus, and Blue Jackets losing to the Caps tonight 2-1. Now the final score, the Islanders on home ice against the Chicago Blackhawks. Islanders hanging on for a 5-4 victory. Okay, these ones are still going on. Late in the third period, it's the Jets leading Vegas 2-1. Also late in the third, Predators up 3-0 on the hometown Dallas Stars. The Sharks surprising the Blues in St. Louis so far, 4-3. Tampa Bay Lightning fell behind 1-0 to the Flames at the Saddledome, but have come back with 3 straight goals to now lead Calgary 3-1. In the second period, the visiting Utah Hockey Club leading Colorado in Denver 3-0. And in the first period, 2 games, the Canucks leading Florida 1-0, while Boston is trailing the Kraken in Seattle 2-0. And that is your out-of-town scoreboard, which is brought to you by our friends at Pizza 73, the official pizza of the Edmonton Oilers. Players are returning to the ice for period number 3, which is coming up. Oilers lead Minnesota 5-1 through 40 minutes. At the intermission is brought to you by the End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring. This is your Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
At the intermission has been brought to you by End of the Roll Flooring Centers. Let's get flooring.
Your furnace is dead. It's time to replace it before winter crushes you. Legacy Heating and Cooling is practically there already. Yeah, we're working in your basement, doing a replacement. The work is so furnace-y, building your legacy. With no payments and no interest for 1 year, you gotta call Legacy. Replacing your dying furnace before it's too late, that's how you build your legacy. Legacy Heating and Cooling. Did you know that there are 9 Napa Auto Parts stores serving the greater Edmonton area and have been doing so for more than 50 years? Since Napa first opened in Edmonton, the community has grown and vehicles have changed, but you can always trust Napa Auto Parts to provide you with the expert know-how and the best vehicle parts. And if that isn't enough, every time you visit a Napa Auto Parts store when you present your AMA card, you receive an additional 10% discount on all retail parts and accessories. Visit your local Napa Auto Parts store for more offers and expert know-how. Napa Auto Parts is a proud fan of the Edmonton Oilers.
Experience the exciting casino action at 3 Century Casino locations, Edmonton, St. Albert, and Century Mile. Dine at one of their amazing restaurants featuring daily specials. Take in the ultimate game day experience at the Century Sports Bar and Lounge. Check out the best in live entertainment at any amazing location. Plus, enjoy a great selection of casino gaming options and off-track betting. Feel the thrill of live horse racing at Century Mile Racetrack. Don't miss a second of the action at Century Casino. Come for the action, stay for the fun.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Cam Moon and Bob Stauffer. We are here at the XL Energy Center. 5-1 Oilers lead the Minnesota Wild. Marc-Andre Fleury in goal to start the third period for Minnesota. Leon Draisaitl, he's having a night. He's got 4 points, 1 goal, and 3 assists. We're getting ready for the third period of play. Great to have you on board wherever you are along the Oilers Radio Network this evening. McDavid, Nugent-Hopkins, and Hyman started off with that. Coleman Bouchard puck ripped into the Wild zone in front of his net. Faber for Minnesota. Long pass on the right. That's too far for Johansson, and it's an icing call against the Wild.
Marc-Andre Fleury in there. This is his 1,033rd appearance, third most amongst goaltenders in NHL history. The only goalie that more games played, Martin Brodeur at 1266, Roberto Luongo at 1044. So Fleury likely will pass Lou this year.
Faceoff will be to the right of Fleury. Puck goes right to him, gets his first touch. Faber can rim it up the right wing to Rossi. He gets tripped up. Penalty coming up to the Oilers. There's 22 seconds into the third period. Matthias Ekholm got his stick in there, and Edmonton about to be shorthanded. A tripping call against Ekholm.
Number 15, 2 minutes for tripping.
All right.
Well, I know they're up by 4, but this game is not over. Minnesota could score, you know that.
Oiler penalty kill brought to you by Napa Auto Parts, proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers. Minnesota's 1 for 2 with a man advantage in this game. Face off to the right of Calvin Pickard. Oldie taking the draw against Adam Henrique. Boldy will get it back to the blue line to Spurgeon. Left side, Kaprizov is shot, and his save made by Pickard. He held onto it. Foligno right in front of the goal.
And part of the problem with Ekholm being in the box is he's Edmonton's best penalty-killing defenseman. Plays a lot with Ty Emerson. Now, Stetcher had very good PK numbers a few years ago.
Stetcher's out there right now. Puck goes in behind the Edmonton net. Foligno over to the right wing. Back to the point, but he misses Spurgeon, and it goes all the way down the ice. Spurgeon out from behind his goal. Up the right wing. Now to Boldy. Boldy. The Foligno comes into the Oilers zone on the right side. Goes to the corner. Now in behind the net. Off the corner boards to the left for Rossi. Rossi gets it out. Kaprizov to the right. There's nobody there from Minnesota. And Boldy will get the puck on the right wing. Boldy back to the point. Spurgeon gets over there to keep it in. Gives it to Kaprizov. It's poked off his stick. Now he recovers it. It's in behind the net. Some strong work back there. It gets rimmed and out by Stetcher. Fleury will pass that up, and he gave that away to Brown. Shot it towards the net, and Fleury was able to get his pad on it. The left wing is Boldy. Brings it in. Now to Kaprizov. The shot. Great save made by Pickard coming across. Cleared out and down the ice by Kulak.
Solid stop there from Calvin. Excellent zone entry on the power play by Minnesota. They freed up a real good look to their top offensive player.
39 seconds to go in the man advantage. 5-1 Oilers lead here early in the third. Johansson in over the line. The Chisholm will get the puck low. Comes free on the right wing. The shot from the right side by Hartman misses, and it goes around the glass down the ice.
Yeah, that's a little outside.
That's a little outside. It's Faber. We'll pass that back to nobody, and it goes deep into the Minnesota end. Now Johansson will start up with it. Drops it to Goodrow. Goodrow into the Oiler end. Off the corner boards, gets it himself. Back to the left wing point. Chisholm off the left point. Down that left side to the blue line to Faber. He'll shoot it. Save made by Pickard. Swept out and down the ice by Henrique. And Ekholm's out of the box. Minnesota's 1 for 3 on the power play. Faber's got it inside his own, or just in behind his own net. So just over 2.5 gone here in the third. 5-1 Oilers lead. Usnadinov gave the puck to Jones down on the right side. Lauko will blast it wide. The right wing puck cleared out by Draisaitl. Now to Hyman. Comes into the Minnesota zone to Bouchard. Around the boards on the left wing to Draisaitl. It's passed to McDavid. It's picked off. And Usnadinov will get to center ice. Now comes back to Lauko. His pass picked off perfectly by Bouchard. He'll give it to McDavid. In over the Minnesota line down the right wing. Stops up, waits, holds on the right side. Back to the point off the stick of Jones. Up into the air and down the ice. Emberson will stop him behind the Edmonton net. Ty Emberson, who had a fight in the first period, had an assist in the second period. Up the left wing to Kulak. He'll shoot it in. Rims on the right wing inside the Minnesota zone. Brown was trying to get it loose. Instead, it was Shore. Evan Shore will get the center for Minnesota. He'll shoot it in. He's on the right wing. Spurgeon to the left for Trennan. Trennan lost it along the boards to Derek Ryan. Across to Kulak, up the left wing. Give it to Perry, off the boards and in to Brown. His centering pass, that was just blocked. Otherwise, he had Derek Ryan in front of the net. And Trennan's going to skate out with it. Trennan into the Oilers zone on the left wing, to the left corner. Now in behind the net, over to the right. On the right point, Bogosian shot off the post. Back to the point, Merrill has it. To Bogosian, blast it. It comes free. Loose puck. Oh, somehow that doesn't go in. What a chance for Rossi. Puck goes in behind the goal. Nurse in behind the net. I don't know if Pickard got a piece of it or hit the post.
Oilers got lucky is what happened.
Somehow that didn't go in the net. Stetcher will shoot it in. Left wing corner, Henrique. To Jeff Skinner, to the slot, and it goes off his stick. Rossi's got it now for Minnesota. 5-1 Oilers lead. 4:40 gone here in the third. Puck dumped into the Oilers zone. Smacked up the right wing by Bouchard. Rossi pinches down. That's in front of Janmark. Over to Ekholm. Up the left wing. That won't get out. Faber to Rossi. Rossi back to Faber, right wing point. A wrist shot, and that's blocked. It goes off of Skinner and down the ice. Fleury's got to play it. Fleury to Merrill. Out of favor, up the left wing to Kaprizov. Gets it into the Oiler end through the middle. He'll dish it to Rossi. Back in front, hit a skate, comes back. His save made by Pickard after Spurgeon put it on net, and he stopped the rebound too. Kaprizov was on the doorstep. Puck cleared out to center ice. Draisaitl into the Minnesota zone on the left wing. Holds onto it in the backhand. Fires it across. Emberson, his centering pass is blocked, but he still has it. Now up the left wing. Emberson to Kulak. Drills it on goal. Saved by Fleury. The puck comes loose. It's on the inboards. Draisaitl on the right wing. To the point for Emberson. A wrist shot blocked in front of the net. Janmark just put it wide. Podkolzin can hack that around on the right wing to Draisaitl. Now to Podkolzin, right wing to Draisaitl, high slot. Draisaitl to Podkolzin, and that one just missed him. On the right wing, Janmark with it. Janmark to the blue line. For Kulak on the right wing. Now to Draisaitl, goes to the corner. Turns back towards the boards. Floats it across the shot. High and wide by Kapanen. Kept in on the point. Kulak to Draisaitl. To the right wing corner for Podkolzin. Back to the left wing point. Emberson to Kapanen. Skates across the top. Gives it to Draisaitl. He'll wait in the slot. He'll shoot it. Pad save made by Fleury. Kicked it out. Johansson will scoop it down the ice. Could be icing against Minnesota. As we played 6 minutes, 42 seconds to the third. Oilers are up 5-1 and all sorts of pressure.
They're all over them. Calgary making a game of it down in Tampa. They were down 4-1. It's now 4-3. Actually, that game's in Calgary. Tampa continuing their road trip out west. Out of town scoreboard, Pizza 73. Carson Soucy from Irma has his first of the year. The Canucks 1-0 on Florida.
Stetcher on the right wing point to McDavid. Off the right wing boards. To the high slot. To Nurse. Cross to Stetcher. Pulls to the middle. His shot. Scores! Stetcher let it go. That pinballed in front of the net. Nugent Hopkins and Hyman were both in front of the net. I think it went off of Hyman. I'm not sure. The Oilers are up 6-1. Not much I can tell you.
They're looking at it down at the Minnesota bench.
That hit Hyman's stick.
I think Hyman's got a second here.
Yeah. Good redirection by Hyman. Really good redirection. 6:55 will be the time of that goal.
Hyman's 8th of the year from Stetcher and I believe McDavid. This has been a tough building for Edmonton. Tonight, they've had a lot of breaks. They've been good. They've made their own breaks.
So the Oilers up 6-1 here. That's the second of the game for Zach Hyman. And the Oilers up 6-1 in the third. The right wing to Boldy. Gets over center ice. Shoot it in. Rims on the left wing. Goes off a stick. Right to McDavid. Pass in behind Hyman. Goes into the Minnesota zone. And it'll be Bogosian. Will float it to center ice for Boldy. Boldy down the left wing. Oh, in behind the Edmonton net. He lost it. Corey Perry to Bouchard. Oh, that guy went off a stick. Here's Foligno's shot, and that's off of Ekholm and wide. Left wing corner, Ekholm to Bouchard. Up the right wing to Perry. Perry comes into the Minnesota end. To the end boards. Trennan, poke that to Lauko as the top of the circle. Now to Trennan. Trennan will shoot it in. It goes wide of the Edmonton net. 6-1 Oilers lead. Just over 8 minutes gone here in the third period. Puck shot into the Minnesota zone. Connor Brown will get to it on the end boards. Over to the left for Perry. Jams it low. Lauko up against the boards on the right side to Gaudreau. They'll go cross ice, able to get it out. Right now they're giving that goal to Troy Stetcher. Stetcher from Nurse and McDavid. We believe that was redirected by Zach Hyman. Perry Fleury within it, his own blue line. For Kulak across to Emberson. He'll come up the right wing. Emberson into the Minnesota and right wing corner to the end boards. Emberson down the right corner, centering pass, and that goes just off of Janmark over to the left wing, and it's Trennan. Checked on the play by Jeff Skinner. Skinner at this side of the net. They'll jam it towards the goal, and Fleury will keep it out. Gets into the slot and up the right wing. Shore will skate out for Minnesota, and Devin Shore into the Oilers zone on the right wing. He'll stop up. He'll wait. He'll shoot it off the glove of Pickard, and Pickard will cover that up. With 10:48 to go in the third, 6-1. Oilers lead the Wild from the XL Energy Center and Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Did you know the RCMP polices over 99% of Alberta's landscape? From the oil sands to the Rockies to the prairies, the RCMP has a province covered. Providing policing services to more than 1,700 communities and with over 150 career specializations, the Alberta RCMP has something to fit everyone's goals and lifestyles. Visit rcmpcareers.ca and take the next step towards your career with the Alberta RCMP. A message from the Government of Canada.
Rogers is Canada's largest and most reliable 5G network. We're made for Oilers fans. You can stream Leon scoring in Leduc. Watch Tide tie things up in Tofield. Or check out Connor doing Connor things in Kalmar. And even watch Stewart steal the show while you're in Sedalia. Try saying that 3 times fast. Rogers, proud partner and fan of your Edmonton Oilers.
Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. Loyal to the oil, in Edmonton we trust. Rising to the top like a pizza crust. Got the flavors to play, yeah. Cooking on ice. Hunger happens, gotta score a slice. Let's go Oilers, E-Town unite. Ice District to Jasper, downtown to White. Wearing orange and blue, game on the street. Make the right call, Pizza 73. Let's go Oilers. 737373, Pizza 73.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
Cal Moon and Bob Stauffer. We're here in the Legacy Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Legacy Heating and Cooling, home and no payments, no interest for 1 year, 6-1. The Oilers lead the Minnesota Wild with 10:48 to go here in the third period.
So we think it's Hyman's 8 from Stetcher and Nurse.
But right now it's being credited to Stetcher, as it sits. We've had a couple of goals changed over the course of this game, so we expect it'll be the case again. And Draisaitl's got a goal, 3 assists for 4 points. Here's Shore on the left side, tried to centering pass, is broken up. Kapanen got it out to Draisaitl down the right wing to Podkolzin into the Minnesota end, off the boards to the left side. Kapanen along that left wing, does come free. Kuznetsov will bring the puck out to center, give the puck to Jones into the Oilers zone. Off the end boards, over to the left wing. Will come up near the blue line, gets into some skates, and Kulak on the left finds Draisaitl. For Podkolzin, back into his own end to Kulak.
And Draisaitl appreciating the puck support defensively from Podkolzin, gives him a little tap because Podkolzin helped support the play and eliminate a turnover. Scoring opportunity for Minnesota.
Kulak's pass to Henry, who's over center, shot it in. Fleury will set it behind the net. He came into this game at the start of the third period. Philip Gustafsson chased after 40 as Kaprizov to center. Right wing to Rossi, who'll go to the right wing corner of the Oilers zone. Along the boards to Kaprizov. He's top of the circle with Skinner on him. Puck gets near the middle of the ice. Now to the right side. Kaprizov back to Rossi. Had his stick lifted. It'll go to the point. Bogosian on the left wing point. Around the boards, into the corner. Johansson. Got the puck free. It goes into the slot. But there's Janmark to take it behind the Edmonton net. Now up the left wing. We'll get it up to center ice to Skinner. One touches it to Stetcher. Stetcher lost it at the Minnesota blue line. Johansson into the Oilers zone. Stops on the left wing. Off the boards down low. Skinner breaks it up. Skates in front of his net.
Needs a change.
He does. So he'll dish that over to Bouchard as we're under 9 minutes to go in the third. The Oilers are up 6-1 on the Minnesota Wild. Left wing for Ekholm. He'll flip it to the right wing corner. Nugent Hopkins along the boards, but Chisholm will get the puck. Rims on the right, Faber. Foligno now getting it out. Hartman to Boldy. Boldy looking for Hartman. It goes to the right corner of the Oilers zone. Rims on the left, goes top of the circle. Able to get it out was Hyman. Off of Nugent Hopkins. It goes into the Minnesota end. Faber's got a turn. Going behind the net. In pursuit is Nugent Hopkins. Faber with a nifty little play off the end boards. Now up the left wing. Off the stick of Hartman. Foligno will bring it in. He'll shoot it towards the net. Blockered away by Pickard. In behind the Edmonton goal. And now out through the middle, McDavid. McDavid with some speed into the Minnesota end. Tried to make a move, went off his stick. Puck to the left wing corner. Merrill, cross ice, off of Spurgeon and out. Lauko will poke it into the Oilers zone and go after it on the end boards. Around to the left side is Merrill coming down. That's free to Perry. He'll get it out, give it to Brown. Into Minnesota territory on the right wing for Derek Ryan. Along the right wing boards. Trennan got a free, couldn't get it out. Shot from the right side by Kulak. Pad saved by Fleury. Comes over to the left wing in that Minnesota zone. It's Merrill. Up the right for Lauko. Lauko will shoot it in. Kulak. The right wing for Brown. 7:12 to go here in the third. 6-1. Edmonton leads. Getting to center ice was Emberson. He'll shoot it in. Faber over to Bogosian. Bogosian up the left wing off the skate to Devon Shore. He'll bring it in. That's offside against the Wild with 6:58 to go here in the third period. 6-1 Oilers lead Minnesota. We'll be right back from the XL Energy Center in St. Paul, Minnesota. It's Four Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Be a savvy Edmonton hotel shopper. Book through edmontonsbesthotels.com and receive up to $225 in cash rewards. There are over 55 member hotels to choose from, offering their best value rates. edmontonsbesthotels.com. Rewards with every booking.
This is a message from the Canadian Red Cross. While most of us count down to the holidays, families in Canada and around the world count on the Canadian Red Cross. Help them support over 2,700 families affected by disasters in Canada this year. Donate today at redcross.ca. Your donation will be triple matched.
Heard of Uline? You know, the have-it-all in stock, ready to deliver shipping and industrial supply specialists. The company that does things for you that are unheard of, like keeping 41,000 items in stock in our own warehouses. With customer service reps on the line to get you what you need when you need it 24/7, 365 every time. Maybe you heard it here first. Want to hear more? Visit uline.ca. ULINE, your shipping and industrial supply specialists.
Be a savvy Edmonton hotel shopper. Book through edmontonsbesthotels.com and receive up to $225 in cash rewards. There are over 55 member hotels to choose from, offering their best value rates. edmontonsbesthotels.com. Rewards with every booking.
All games, all season. You're listening to the Oilers Radio Network.
Here at the XL Energy Center, 6-1. Oilers lead the Wild. 6:58 to go in the third period. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer. 4 points for Leon Draisaitl tonight. Goal and 3 assists. Face-off just outside the Edmonton blue line. Shots are 33-24 in favor of the Oilers. Faber with the puck in the neutral zone. Up to Jones, off his stick and in. Emberson up the right wing, but Bogosian's going to come in from the blue line. He's going to be able to keep it in for Minnesota. To Jones in the left wing corner. Jones back to the right point, goes by Faber, comes out. Bogosian chasing after it. Janmark right on him. Turns it up the left wing. He'll get it out to center ice. Who's Nadinov for Jones. He'll shoot it wide of the Edmonton net. Jones goes to the right side, swung it into the slot, and it's Janmark to get it out to center ice to Jeff Skinner. Off the boards and in. Marc-Andre Fleury pumps it right back around up the right wing. Kaprizov will get it out. To Rossi, checked by Nurse. Puck at center ice. Skinner They'll go across to Stetcher. One touch to Draisaitl. Comes into the Minnesota end. Down the right wing. He'll put it towards the net. And that goes up in the air and out of play.
We saw Leon score a goal like that at the Memorial Cup in 2015 where he uses that lanky frame and that size and then tries to tuck it short side elevated.
We'll take a break. 5:57 to go in the third. 6-1 Oilers lead the Wild from the XL Energy Center. It's Ford Dealers NHL Hockey on the Oilers Radio Network.
Hey, Paul Brandt here. As a musician, I'm drawn to the sounds of this great province. Whether it's the wind blowing down the Rockies, the rustling of grass across the prairie, or the sweet sound of a Ford Super Duty, it's all music to my ears. Speaking of Super Duty, with heavy-duty performance that's built for getting the job done right, it's no wonder this truck has Albertans singing its praises. The 2024 Ford Super Duty is available now at your Alberta Ford dealer. Just head on in today and tell them PB sent you.
From the biggest stadiums to the coziest holes in the wall. From house parties to porch hangs to pride celebrations. From your favorite fuzz shop to your local Indian spot. From noodle bars to sports bars to salsa bars. There's a Molson with your name on it. Canadian Ultra XL. Molson. Everyone in. Must be legal drinking age.
Experience a game day meal that's second to none. Fanfare with Skip is your all-star lineup of local restaurants this hockey season. Watch Jack Michaels give you the play-by-play on each restaurant's connection to the community and our team. Visit EdmontonOilers.com/skip to watch this month's episode with Eddie's Donair and Pizza. Then open your Skip app and tap in an order with exclusive fan access to a deal each game day during the month. Did somebody say Skip? Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Listen on air, online, and on the Radio Player Canada app.
This is the Oilers Radio Network.
6-1 Oilers lead the Minnesota Wild. 5:57 to go in the third period. Cam Moon along with Bob Stauffer here at the XL Energy Center.
27th four-point game of Leon Draisaitl's career. Multiply that by more than 5, and that's what he needs to do to catch Wayne Gretzky. Wayne from the Edmonton operation.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to happen.
I don't think so either. Puck back to the left wing point. Kulak to the side of the net. Puck goes into the middle. It'll get to the line. Kulak just kept it in, but the pass comes across to Emberson. It does slide out of the zone, and Kaprizov will take it back into his own end. Up to center ice to Spurgeon. Flip the puck in. Emberson to the end boards. Down to Draisaitl. Draisaitl through the middle of the ice for Kulak. Back to Draisaitl. Across to Kapanen. Gets in over the line. Stops on the right wing. Cross ice pass knocked down by Johansson. Johansson will come up the right wing. Near the Oilers zone. To the middle. It'll go right to Pickard. He can sweep it over to the left wing boards. It's Kulak going in behind the Edmonton goal with Rossi in pursuit. Got it through the middle and out. Faber at his own blue line from Minnesota. Back to Merrill. Up the left wing to Kaprizov. Give it to Merrill in the neutral zone. Over to Faber. Still got Troy Stetcher credited with that Oilers' 6th goal. Be his second of the year from Nurse and McDavid as it sits right now. Faber with it inside his own blue line. Over to Merrill. Come up the left wing. And at center ice, he'll shoot it in. Rides up on the glass, goes around to Hartman, will give it to Boldy, and behind the net, goes to the left side to the blue line for Merrill and a Boldy.
They call her.
That came out, went back in on the offside. With 4:31 to go here in the third. The Oilers are up 6-1. Oilers play at home Saturday afternoon against the Vegas Golden Knights. That's at 2. And then the Oil Kings are playing Swift Current at 7. Oil Kings also got Kamloops Sunday at 4 o'clock. Prince Albert Tuesday at 7 o'clock at Rogers Place.
That wraps up their pre-Christmas schedule. Of course, the World Juniors. I think they have 1 or 2 players off that event.
2. The puck shot down icing against Edmonton. Yeko and Alenka. Yeah.
Well, Fiddler's trying to make the U.S.
Yeah, they might have 3.
He's a bit of a long shot, I think.
He was good at the Alenka in Edmonton and the
Gretzky, yeah.
Yeah, it was good there. You and I were able to see him play a few times.
Nothing like August hockey in Edmonton.
And of course, we're there. I mean, what else would we be doing? Face off to the left of Pickard.
It gives us an opportunity to,
What?
Anyways.
I don't know.
What do you do after watching?
Oh, yeah. Well, there's that.
Yes.
Puck brought in by Hyman. Goes to the left wing corner.
Stay hydrated.
Exactly. It's very important. Boldy with it in his own end. Cross to Merrill. Get the puck through center ice. Foligno gets checked. McDavid, his pass down the right side. Hyman comes in. Hyman pulls it, shoots it. Saved by Fleury. And Boldy gets control for Minnesota. Will get it out to Hartman. Will dump the puck in. Hartman, his pass to the middle, but comes back to the point. Chisholm down the left side. To Hartman, his shot. Stick save made by Pickard.
Bouchard got hurt here.
Yep. So go slowly over to the Oiler bench. Foligno has it in the left wing corner. Puck comes free, and it's Ekholm up the left wing. Weaves his way to center ice, gains the center ice line, and shoots it in.
He's trying to gut it off down at the Oilers bench. TD Force is with them. That looked like a Charlie horse to me. I don't know about you.
The right wing, Lauko will direct it in. 3:12 to go in the third. 6-1. Oilers lead the Wild. Goes back to the point. Bogosian brings it across the line. Backhands it off the corner boards. It's in behind the Edmonton net. Trennan to the left wing point. To Chisholm. They'll go across to Bogosian. Puck down low. Trennan takes it to the right wing corner. Pass broken up by Derek Ryan. He'll skate out with it for the Oilers. He's got Connor Brown with him. He'll come in over the line, drops it to Brown. To the left wing corner for Ryan. Back to Brown. Comes off the left wing boards. To the blue line to Nurse. He'll shoot. Tip. Scores! Derek Ryan got his stick on it, and the Oilers are up 7-1.
That's Derek's first goal of the season. Long-range bomber there. He's going to lead the flyby.
Nurse with the shot from the point.
Brown plays it back to Darnell, and Ryan cuts to the front, gets a perfect deflection.
He was right between the hash marks when he got his stick on it. Went from one side of the net to the other. And Ryan's got his first of the season, 17:26 time of the goal. And that is going to empty the XL Energy Center here in St. Paul. They are running for the exits. Puck shot into the Oilers zone. Nurse up the right wing to Henrique. Off the glass and out. Then Henrique steals from Faber. Will come in. He'll shoot it. Glove save made by Fleury. Hold on to that with 2:12 to go in the third. Oilers are solid, right? Really from the drop of the puck in this game.
And Leon Draisaitl was the driver from the get-go in this one tonight.
4-point night for Draisaitl. Shore up the right wing for Husnudinov. We get the puck into the Oiler end. Now to Jones to the right corner for Shore. Ryan from Nurse and Brown. 17:26 time of that goal. Makes it 7-1. From behind the Edmonton net. Stetcher going to take a hit. Actually, he's going to give Shore, kind of got Shore up high. I don't know if that was the stick or the elbow. The puck comes to center ice. No penalty coming up. Nurse will fire his shot on net. It's saved by Fleury. He will play it. Oh, jeez. He just about banked it off of Spurgeon and in. Somehow.
Darnell Nurse is plus 16 in his last 16 games for Edmonton.
He's been playing very well. The right wing, Trennan, will steer it into the Oilers zone. Emberson behind the net, around the right wing for Kapanen. He'll get it out. Bogosian banks it off the boards. Ryan into his own end for Emberson. Taken to the right wing by Gaudreau. It goes in behind the net. We're in the last minute here in the third. Oilers are up 7-1 on the Minnesota Wild. Getting to center ice, Kulak. He'll drill it in. Goes to Kapanen. He's going to get it to the middle of the ice. Out of the right wing point for Emberson. To Kapanen. Comes down the right side. Kapanen turns back towards those boards. Trying to get a pass through the middle. It's broken up. Gaudreau will come out with it. Gaudreau into the Oiler end. Towards the net, gloved by Pickard. He wants to keep things moving. Give it to Kulak in the left wing corner. Get it back to the blue line. Bogosian will drill his shot, and that one got blocked as it goes off of Podkolzin. And Podkolzin gets up and will get it out. They're going to call that icing? They will. 14 seconds to go here in the third period.
The only thing that's downer tonight is Bouchard late in the game here getting run from behind into the boards. And then Podkolzin blocking that one off is taking away the lower half of the net with 14.9 seconds left. It's academic now. Edmonton's going to win the game.
Face off to the right of Pickard. Puck to the point. Merrill's shot. Blocker saved by Pickard. The right wing Kapanen got it to the blue line and just out. Down the right wing, Janmark with Brown. Brown to Janmark. Janmark to Brown, but he didn't connect with the pass. And Bogosian will bring it out. The game comes to a close. The Edmonton Oilers get the win 7-1 over the Minnesota Wild. First time they've won in Minnesota since February of 2019. It had been 6 straight losses here. And the Oilers have won 7 of 8 and 4 in a row. Oilers 7-1 victory, and now 17-10-2 on the season. And for the Edmonton Oilers, absolutely full marks for the win here tonight against the Wild.
Yeah, well, I mean, deserve it in every way, shape, or form in this game tonight. No question about it. I mean, they were on it, and Edmonton's now gone into Vancouver, blown them out 7-2, and tonight blown out Minnesota 7-1. And these are teams that had, real good teams that had solid starts to the year. And the Oilers have showed maybe a little what they can do, Cam, on a given night. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yeah, and they were, you could just see it right from the start of the game. There was a real good jump from the Edmonton Oilers. They were feeling it from the get-go. You get Leon Draisaitl with a 4-point night and contributions all the way around. We got Vasily Podkolzin downstairs, Cam Moon, Bob Stauffer upstairs. First of all, Vasily, your thoughts on the way the Oilers played tonight?
Yeah, that's a winning hockey. That's a good game. So, we scored earlier. We played hard, and that's why we have a result today.
Vasily, 15 seconds left in the game, and you're blocking shots from the point. That's part of what you got to do, isn't it?
I mean, it doesn't really matter. We prepare yourself for the playoffs, so it's not really matter what score is. I'm lucky that I didn't get any injury. So yeah.
In the first period, Ty Emberson gets into a fight, and it was a spirited fight. How did that fire up the bench?
Great, always great for the team. So it's emotional, and he did a great job today.
All right, Vasily, thanks very much.
Thank you.
All right, Vasily Podkolzin downstairs. The Edmonton Oilers win 7-1 over the Minnesota Wild. Calvin Pickard was solid in net when the game was still close in the first period. Big saves in the second period. Edmonton started to pull away as it wore on. But, Leon Draisaitl, I know that the talk upstairs here in the intermission he was just unbelievable.
Yeah, Leon just dominated this one. He was fantastic in this game. And now they get a Vegas Golden Knights team that's beat them twice this year. It's going to be a tough. The last game the Oilers played, Edmonton outshot Vegas 16-2 in the third period. And Vegas hung on for a 1-0 victory. And Stuart Skinner played well that night early, but the Oilers showed what they could do late. They just couldn't score. Tonight they put up 7. It should be a heck of an encounter coming up on Saturday, Cam Moon.
Yep, the Edmonton Oilers continue to pass tests. They've now won 4 straight. They've won 7 of 8. They vanquished the ghosts of the XL Energy Center and get a win here for the first time since 2019. And they do it in convincing fashion. 7-1 the final. The goal scorers tonight for Edmonton: Zach Hyman, Kasperi Kapanen, Connor Brown, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, Leon Draisaitl, Troy Stetcher, Derek Ryan. Draisaitl added 3 assists. He had a 4-point night. 7-1 the final. The Oilers over the Wild. A Rogers post-game show coming up next.
Exclusive live interviews, expert analysis, and game highlights. This is the Rogers post-game show. Once again, here's Bob Stauffer on the Oilers Radio Network.
Colson now to Bouchard. He'll spring him in. Pass across to Draisaitl. Scores! Leon Draisaitl just got a bit of that puck. It went up in the air and in, and the Oilers are up 5-1.
There you go, and that's the highlight zone for Century Casino, all in, all games, all season. Century Casino, 3 great locations. Edmonton, St. Albert, next to the Edmonton International Airport at Century Mile. Welcome to the Winter Zone. Draisaitl finishing off a 4-point performance through 2 periods. Got a little bit lucky on the goal. It made it 5-1. It was over at that point as the Edmonton Oilers rout the Minnesota Wild 7-1. This is the Rogers postgame show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Score big with the unmatched purity of Clearwater Vodka, the perfect companion for Oilers fans. Crafted with the pristine waters of Alberta, it's a sip of local excellence. Clearwater Vodka, where the spirit of the game meets true Alberta quality. Must be 18 plus. Please drink responsibly.
When was the last time your electricity and natural gas provider made you feel like this? Low rates, no strings attached, year-round perks, and local energy experts who always have your back with Encore by Epcor. Find that carefree energy feeling at encore.epcor.com/carefree.
Customers are free to purchase natural gas or electricity services from a retailer of their choice. For a list of retailers, visit ucahelps.alberta.ca or call 310-4822 toll-free.
Score big with the unmatched purity of Clearwater Vodka, the perfect companion for Oilers fans. Crafted with the pristine waters of Alberta, it's a sip of local excellence. Clearwater Vodka, where the spirit of the game meets true Alberta quality. Must be 18 plus. Please drink responsibly.
This is the Rogers postgame show on the Oilers Radio Network.
And mark to Connor Brown, now to Emberson. He's joined the rush up the right side. Into the wild zone, across to Brown. Connor Brown, a great shot. It's a short-handed goal. Edmonton is up 3-1.
And that is the Alberta Blue Cross Travel Insurance goal of the game. Health, dental, travel. We've got the coverage you need. Visit ab.bluecross.ca. Springboard inside the game analyst Rob Brown. Rob, Oilers haven't had a lot of success here, but they did the little things tonight and were the infinitely superior team.
They were, and it's funny. I'm on the ice 5-6 times a week, and I go out with, a lot of times grade 4s and 5s in the morning, and we have little scrimmages. I looked this morning with the grade 4 group like Leon looked tonight against the Minnesota Wild. He looked like he was toying with them. He was bigger, stronger, faster. It did not matter how many players they put on him. He found a way to find the open guy, or if they left him alone, he took the puck to the net. Everyone on the Oilers played well tonight, from Calvin Pickard, all their defense. Nurse, another fantastic game. There's depth players, Connor, Hyman, Nuge. But I thought Leon tonight was on another level, and it looked like, in all honesty, Bob, that he toyed with the Minnesota Wild, who were the best defensive team in the National Hockey League, who are one of the best teams in the National Hockey League. And tonight, Leon had his way.
Yeah, absolutely. And, Calvin Pickard, 29 saves. Right?
Yeah.
In a very underrated performance, I thought, for him. Like, something maybe wouldn't get a lot of credit for, but he was good early when this game was still in the balance.
He was. He made big saves, and there were some breakdowns by the Oilers, as most nights there are. And when you have a big lead, sometimes you lose a little focus, especially in the defensive zone. And Calvin Pickard came up big saves late in the game. The Oilers are getting fantastic goaltending now, Bob. It's consistent.
Yes, they are.
Each and every game, whether it's Skinner or Pickard. And tonight, he just gives the coaching staff another reason to put him in. Last year, they overplayed Stuart Skinner because of the start to the season, where they were in the standings. Really not a lot of knowing and trust of Calvin Pickard early. And Pickard earned it as he went along, but they went with Skinner heavily. Well, right now, they can make and choose whatever they think is best for the team that night and what kind of rest they need for Stuart Skinner, because Pickard's been good. There's been a lot of games he's won on the road. Like, they're throwing him on the road, and he's giving them quality starts. He was excellent. This was I know that Minnesota was missing some good players, and the loss of Middleton on the first shift, that was a huge blow. But I don't know if it mattered tonight, the way this Oilers team played, and the way this Oilers team has been playing now for about 6 weeks. They are the class of the National Hockey League, and as much fun as this game was tonight, The next two, oh my, going head-to-head against Vegas and then going up against the Stanley Cup champions right after that. This is going to be a fun Christmas time present for the fans of Edmonton as they get to see two quality opponents coming in, and their team is playing as good as it has all season long.
Great stuff, Rob.
Sounds good, Bob.
This is the Rogers Postgame Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Today you can score at A&W. Enjoy a juicy grass-fed beef mama burger and fries for only $5. Available in-store or on the A&W mobile app at participating locations in OilCountry. This fantastic deal is available all day today at A&W.
Did you know that there are 9 Napa Auto Parts stores serving the greater Edmonton area and have been doing so for more than 50 years? Since Napa first opened in Edmonton, the community has grown and vehicles have changed, but you can always trust Napa Auto Parts to provide you with the expert know-how and the best vehicle parts. And if that isn't enough, every time you visit a Napa Auto Parts store when you present your AMA card, you receive an additional 10% discount on all retail parts and accessories. Visit your local Napa Auto Parts store for more offers and expert know-how. Napa Auto Parts is a proud fan of the Edmonton Oilers.
Celebrating 70 years in the signage industry, William Huff Advertising is the most recognized name in the game. An in-house, one-stop shop for all of your design, print, and installation needs. William Huff provides quality graphic solutions for everyone. Here in our City of Champions and throughout the nation, they are the preferred signage partner entrusted by many of the biggest corporations, pro sports teams, and organizations to bring their identity to life. Recognize the name, get in the game. WilliamHuff.com.
Today you can score at A&W. Enjoy a juicy grass-fed beef mama burger and fries for only $5. Available in-store or on the A&W mobile app at participating locations in OilCountry. This fantastic deal is available all day today at A&W.
You're tuned in to the Rogers Postgame Show on the official voice of the Edmonton Oilers, 880 CHAD, and on the Oilers Radio Network.
Let's go to the Smart Play of the Night, brought to you by Catelli's Smart Pasta with all natural ingredients. It's a smart move for your next meal. And we're going to give it to Leon Draisaitl on the Oilers' second goal. Kasperi Kapanen with a wide-open tap-in on a brilliant Leon Draisaitl net drive. To the out-of-town scoreboard for Pizza 73, the official pizza of your Edmonton Oilers. There were some wild games tonight in the NHL. Still some games going on as well. The Pittsburgh Penguins went into Montreal, and they, you know what, kicked them. The final score there, 9-2 for the Penguins over the Canadiens. Meanwhile, Vegas Golden Knights, Ivan Barbashev scores a GWG and OT. They beat the Winnipeg Jets 3-2. Vegas in Edmonton on Saturday. Nashville a 4-1 win in Dallas. San Jose 4-3 victors in St. Louis. The Islanders had a 5-1 lead, held off Chicago. Final score 5-4. Capitals keep winning. GWG in OT for Alexei Protas, the former Prince Albert Raider. They beat the Columbus Blue Jackets by a score of 2-1. Scott Laughton came into the game with 3 goals this season. He didn't get 1. He didn't get 2. He didn't get 3. He got all 4 goals for the Flyers as they handle the Red Wings, who are looking like the Dead Wings. The final score 4-1 there. New Jersey Devils a 3-1 victory over the LA Kings. Maple Leafs 3-2 winners, 3 points from Max Pacioretty at home against the Anaheim Ducks. Seattle's up 2-0 over Boston. That is in the second period. Vancouver Canucks, with the return of JT Miller, lead the Florida Panthers 3-0. Florida and Edmonton Stanley Cup rematch on Monday. Tampa Bay, Brandon Hagel, the old Red Deer Rebel, 13th of the year. Lightning up 5-3 in Calgary and Utah, all over the Colorado Avalanche. Dylan Guther's got his 12th of the year in that game. It's 3-0. Edmonton Oil Kings. So the Oilers are home Saturday day to Vegas. The Oil Kings Saturday night at Rogers Place against Swift. Speedy Creek in town Sunday against the Kamloops Blazers. Bakersfield with a pair in Toronto against the Marlies, both matinees. Here, the Oilers put up 7 against the best defensive team in the NHL, the Minnesota Wild. This is the Rogers Postgame Show on the Oilers Radio Network.
Athletes know that to advance your career, you've got to be part of a winning team. So, what about you? Are you working for a winning team? Well, here's your chance to do just that. Brandt is a strong and stable industry leader with career opportunities across Canada. We have hundreds of positions available right now, from parts, sales, positioning technology, heavy-duty mechanics, and more. Be a part of a winning team. Earn your stripes by joining Brandt today. Find out more at BrandtJobs.com.
Every year, carbon monoxide poisoning kills over 300 Canadians and hospitalizes many more. Carbon monoxide has no smell, taste, or color. But protecting yourself and your family isn't hard. A properly functioning carbon monoxide alarm can detect carbon monoxide and alert you to the danger. We've created a helpful carbon monoxide checklist to help you protect your household. Visit atco.com/co to learn more and download the checklist. ATCO.
Let's go to the Molson Cup 3 Stars, presented by Molson, official beer of the Edmonton Oilers. Whether it's Canadian Ultra Export or Excellers, Molson with your name on it, you must be of legal drinking age. They gave Leon Draisaitl a first star tonight with a goal and 3 assists. Evan Bouchard with a pair of assists. They listed as a second star. Connor McDavid right now is listed as 2 assists. I think that's going to change. May only end up with 1 assist. Lyman had a couple as well. Anyhow, the Oilers with a convincing 7-1 victory over Minnesota. The Rogers postgame show is heard following each of our NHL broadcasts. Edmonton returns action. It's going to be a beauty. Saturday against the Vegas Golden Knights for Cam Moon, along with Jack Michaels, Rob Brown, Brendan Griffiths, Brendan Escott, studio producers Kellen Kennedy at the helm tonight, along with Angie Cornell and Eamon Hashen, our engineer here in Minnesota.